Wild Rift India Resurgence series. We are in day 3 of our 16 team double elimination tournament, which means winners bracket round 1 is done. We have our top 8 teams who are going to continue on the winners bracket today. So we have some exciting matches up for you. And 4 matches are there to be played today, 4 BO1s, and then we'll find out who the semi-finalists are. And joining me today is going to be a blank screen. I thought Baba trolled me. Baba said he'll join on video, but decided not to. So never mind then. But the first match is going to be between two very, very good teams. And the teams I have forgotten. Wait, 1 sec. Let me check. Who are the teams, Baba? Tell me. All right. DR, DR Runic on the blue side and Punchline on the red side. Now Punchline को हमने अब तक खेलते हुए देखा नहीं है because the last match was an FF from Aphelion, who by the way, status update, Aphelion have backed out of the tournament and their slot has been given to a different team who will start from the lower bracket stage. So we will make sure that at least in the lower bracket we will have matches to be played. But let's just get into the lobby screen, and today I will be your sole caster, so मैं आराम से chill मार के बात कर रहा हूँ, because if I start talking a lot then चल जाती है. But at this point on the blue side you are seeing Runic, I think, who are one of the better teams in the tournament. On the red side you have Punchline. First game for them, they have a lot to prove. And I feel let's just get started, Baba. Let's give them the cue. Let's see what these two amazing teams have in store for us today, guys. G is the call from Baba. Too easy for him. This game really is. But before we even get to that, guys, make sure you guys like the stream as well. You know, we are doing things for Wild Rift in India. I know the game is not launched and blah blah blah. But it would be really good for LevelUp if you can give them the support and love that they deserve as we head into the draft phase, guys. And you know what? To talk about Runic because we saw Runic play. Summoner of a great player, Ignite very well. Lucifer the Master E पे जो carry performances की है. I would be surprised if Master E was allowed through draft phase. I also feel like pickups like Galio are important and I feel they should also be banned out. So let's see has Punchline done their homework today or not? Because अगर तक the homework किया है, then these bans should be done for them. I also like one thing that Runic do every time, which is just pick 4 Rakas just to make sure nobody's stream sniping them while you're watching the live stream. So I actually like that quite a bit. And you can see already, right? The Morgana ban makes sense because Summoner of Fire loves playing as Alistairs, loves playing as Leonas, and Morgana is one champion you know ends up like completely negating the engage support picks. I also like the pick coming out from Galio. Galio, has been banned out from the side of Punchline, which you already know is a power pick in the current meta. Galio can be flexed to the support lane, can be played in the mid lane. Some crazy people can even make him like go to the top lane, right? So we'll have to wait and see what happens right here. But this is the first of the 4 quarterfinal matches of the winners bracket. The winning team here will make their way on to the semi-finals. And the more you stay in the winners bracket, the lesser matches you have to play. So it's actually a good thing. And let's see what Punchline have in store for us. As you can see, the other bans coming out. The Lulu ban as well. Do not want them to play hyper carry. The Lee Sin seems like a targeted ban against a jungler right here. On the other side, the Olaf ban, the Alistair ban as well. Very good in my opinion at that point, just to negate the tanky options. But one thing is missing from these bans, and yeah, I mean, yes, Set is one of them, but the other thing is Master Yi is missing. And again, they going to give Lucifer Gaming his mastery for the second time in a row is something we'll have to wait and watch. Note that he will not have his frontline with him. But you know what? Set is still there to be picked. So let's have a look and see what happens. Fantasy on the other side, they have picked the Vayne for themselves. They are going to go with anti-tank. They know Summoner 05 loves playing tanks. They already have a set pickup, which is primarily tank, right? So I really like that pickup as well. And if you do not have a Lulu with the Vayne, with the Vayne, you might as well have the Nami with the Vayne, right? So Nami, again, a great peeler, good, strong in lane as well, will help Vayne through her early phase, which is what you really want from her. And then rounding that off is actually going to be the J4 pickup, which is not bad, all things considered. But you know what I'm missing in this composition? Yes, there is some level of CC with the Nami, but that's a skill shot. Even with J4, the EQ is a skill shot. There's not a lot of CC yet packed into this composition, and I feel Mastery ka agar time hoga pick karne, this would be great. But regardless of that, they don't want to go for the Leona. They just have opted to go for the Braum instead, and a very strong pickup in the mid lane, which is going to be the Brand, right? So teamfight prowess is what Runic is coming up with in this draft so far, and you can see the other bans happening. The jungle is still available. I would still consider a mastery ban if it is still available on the side of Punchline. We'll have to wait and see what happens. They are even hovering over an Amumu ban because what they do like to play an Amumu, and Amumu composition here would end up becoming quite difficult. Having said that, a good QSS on the wing can negate a lot of what Amumu can offer right here. Let's see what the bans are going to be on the side of Runic, because Runic, they still can look to ban out the mid laner as well as the Baron laner. Now, Jace is a good option here. Yasuo ban is surprising. I don't think. I mean, Yasuo against the brand, you could say, does make a lot of effort right here, but it's still much better off. All right. So, sorry, coming back to the draft right here, the Pantheon man is also very interesting on the side of Punchline right here. Let's see what the last man is going to be on the side of Runic right here. Mind you, the mastery is still left to be open. They are challenging Lucifer. Bhai, you pick your mastery against us. I'm not afraid of you, is what Punchline is saying. And I really want to see if that is going to be a case or not. The Diana pick, I absolutely love here. The engage options are now, coupled with the damage of the Diana in the mid lane with the Jarvan as well. And a dive composition against a brand is very good because you need some dive against that CC, right? Now, the ADC is still left. I would 100% pick an Ezreal here because I just think it works really, really well. Tristana also honestly does work well. It's a better scaling option, and also the fact. Wait, what? Okay. It's gonna be a set jungle and an Akali top. Which does mean that on Punchline side they still get to counterpick that. We were talking about the Tristana also. Tristana does really well into the Vayne, but the Tristana can just ult the Vayne away and things like that. So that's actually pretty good too. So now that the composition has been rounded off, let's wait and see what the last pick is going to be. It's going to be the Jace right here, and we were talking about this, right? The Jace is a pivotal pick in the meta as well. People keep forgetting that Jace exists. You know, in this top lane meta right now, when you have so many power picks, right? You have the Set, you have the Jace, you have the Akali, you have the Diana, so not the Darius as well. A lot of things can happen, right? And now we are seeing the composition, the top lane. Akali's life has just gotten a bit more difficult with the Jace, mind, because the Jace does have a range, does have a pokes. It's not going to be easy for Runic here to basically make plays in the ban lane. But you know what? Runic have proven to us in the exhibition game and the first round of the Resurgence series ki bhai, we are here to play and we are here to go all the way. Now, for them to do that, their next hurdle will be Punchline. Can they make it happen, guys? Stay tuned and watch out because the game is just about to get started. And I do have to mention, if you go into the late game as well, I feel the Vayne has enough potential on her side, but you also have the Akali and the brand, and the Tristana. There is a lot of damage output on the side of Runic as well, and they have the primary engage is going to be Set, and that I think is going to be the bigger problem here. Like when you have Set as your primary engage, it's going to be important for him to get the right engage. Right? If he's able to ult the Diana away from the team fight, such that the Diana cannot ultimate the brand or any of the Tristana or anyone else in the team, and I think that's a great Set ultimate, right? So let's keep an eye out and see how well Set can use his ultimate in these games as well. As we head into the game right here, when you have a brand, and rather even a Brom, I always imagine, we should always consider an invade happening. So let's wait and see if Runic are able to get that invade for themselves or not. And you can see right here, the 3-man camp is there on that bush just above the mid pixel right here. And again, I don't think Punchline are going to bite the bait at all here. And we may just be in for a standard start. Never mind the late invade comes out. The fact that the entire bot lane of Runic is topside is quite an interesting feat. And you can see that the Coyote Star could be in trouble. Has to run away, flashes out in the nick of time. And when all things was considered, just to blow the flash, he still wants to go for the red buff. It's not going to be enough. That's a beautiful ability. And well, that greed to get the red buff ends up killing the Jarvan right here. Flayboy could have just walked out, done his blue, and this would have all been forgiven right here. But the fact that he does not do that allows the Set to just flash in, use his third ability, get the stun onto the guy, and kill him, right? First blood, in fact, ends up going over to the brand, who will be a mighty happy recipient of that kill. And then now we are in a situation where, Punchline are already playing from behind, and that's not going to be a great thing for them. Let's see what happens in the top lane as well. You can see right now Akali versus Jace does favor the Jace, I would say, but you can see right now Ignite is doing a great job. He does have a lot of Akali games in his belt, right? So you do expect him to play with a certain level of knowledge of the matchup as well. So far doing good. Actually has the HP advantage in the trades as well, so doing really well for himself. Mid lane, however, also looking good for both the teams right now at this point. And bot lane is just looking well. Nami and Vayne are pushing the lane, in fact, so they should have priority over the bot scuttle. As we head into the bot side of the map, you can see that trades are happening, and the solo kill does happen. Nami is the one who gets the kill, and this is a good sense of comeback coming on the side of Punchline. We were talking about how Nami Vayne is a strong lane, and Braum cannot offer much in the early game, and now we are able to see this game turn its heads a little bit, because now it's gone back again, even Stevens. And I think the fact that you're giving a kill in the bot lane is pivotal. Wo kill Nami pe gaya was not the best thing, I would say, but this does look like, at least Punchline are showing that they are not somebody who will roll over easily and die, right? So that's something we'll have to look out for and see in this game right here, because now we are in for an exciting game. Level 5 will about to be hit on the top side soon, and this is where you can see Ignite might just use the level 5 advantage to create some place, because level 5 is where Akali is really strong, and Jason level 5 does not really do much, right? It just gives him another ability and one of his other 4 abilities, but other than that, it's more important on the Akali to hit level 5 right here. We still have to wait and see where the first gank is going to be from the J4 as well, but we have to keep our eyes on this bot lane. Never mind, the mid lane, the exhaust gets used, Shiro could be in trouble, but we'll just simply look to back away right here. Level 4 fight, man. Brand was not even level 5, and he did want to take a trade. He has to use exhaust, because I felt that he probably felt like, okay, this is going to be a fight that he might lose, so ends up exhausting in advance. And again, in the bot side as well, you can see Vayne is just having a very happy time against his Tristana right here. And the fact that she could get to her Blade of the Ruin King a little bit faster does bode well for her if she can get that before the first dragon fight, which is going to be the Cloud Dragon, mind you. So we might just see a trade happening for the Rift Herald for the Cloud instead. We'll have to wait and watch happen. Meanwhile, Coyote Stark ends up just getting hit by a lot of the Akali Qs, and this is not good for him. Coyote Stark, in this lane, we are expecting him to dominate a bit, and he actually finds himself losing on the HP advantage, but so far he's not given a death away, so that's not really bad, all things considered. Now that we have 30 seconds to go, Diana has taken her back. She does not have enough for a Roa. She has to wait 20 more gold. This has to wait out for one more wave before going for a Roa smartly enough. And on the other side, you can see bot lane again. The stack does hit onto the Vayne, but look at the damage output. The Nami plus the Vayne damage just completely annihilating Tristana right here. And we are in for a very close game, ladies and gentlemen, because at this point, the Herald fight, the Dragon fight, which objective will Runic fight, which objective will Punchline fight, we will find out very soon. Now, if you guys are watching here, tell me what objective you would go for. I would personally go for the Herald, right, considering the fact that the cloud buff does not do much except give some movement speed right here. But you can see right here, the 5-man fights are happening. For some reason, the Baliners are very happy just going top. Never mind, then Akali, while she is going top, the Fog of War is on the blue side of the map. We should make it all. There we go. And we can see a fight happening on the top side. Let's see what happens. All ultimates are up. All summoner spells are up, guys, except for the barrier from there. The dragon has started off by Punchline. Now you have to wait for the set ultimate and the brand ultimate, right? Remember the combo. Can the combo hit? The beautiful. Now the dragon has been taking control of Runic at this side, and now the set is on who takes the dragon as well. It's a nice form of Diana ultimate, but like we said, the set ults Diana has to run away at this point. The Vayne is still left untouched, and she is able to get 1 or 2 kills back for herself. Listen, this is going to be cleanup for the Vayne if she's left to her own laurels, which she has at this point. And here comes set as well, but that's not going to be enough. The triple kill from the Jace. Coyote Stark making work of this team fight. Yes, they lose a dragon, but more evidently and more importantly, they get the huge team fight victory for themselves as they get themselves a 3-for-2. Okay, it's going to be a 4-for-2 at the end of the day, so really well played there. And the fact that the Jace gets himself 3 kills is going to be massive in the next team fight. The Jace poke is going to be very, 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 very important in the next Herald fight. Remember, no ultimates are up now from any of the players except for the Jace ultimate, which not really is an ultimate, all things considered, right? But again, Punchline, we had not seen much from this team, but they are showing up with this Vayne combination. The Vayne did get 1 kill from that, so that's actually going to be really good for her as well. Let's see whose ultimates will come up soon. At this point, nobody's ultimates are going to come up soon, but they still need to look for a fight. Now, I think Shiro had a great ultimate, but they are not looking to fight for this. Never mind then. They did go for it, but it was not going to be enough, and J4 has to flash away but not before Jace just goes in and the cleanup party yet again. The Jace Vayne show is huge at this point. There is no shot on Ignite and double kill, very pivotal. Yet again goes to the Vayne right here. Twice in a row, Runic get the objective, but the teamfight victory is heavily in the side of Punchline as they are looking to make a siege onto the tower right here. Now, Zed can potentially use her in the middle, which is what they're exactly trying to do, but that might just be too late because the first tower has already gone down. And hence the first tower gold goes over to Punchline. But having said that, the mid lane tower also gets broken, which is very, very pivotal as well. Breaking down the mid lane tower generally is considered very good of the game because it opens up the map in the best possible way from any other tower right here. And I feel again, carries on the side Punchline have the right kills. The Jace has the kills, the Vayne has the kills. Vayne is going for a second item, Wit's End, which I think is a great item considering the fact that Akali and Brand are going to jump at her. Now, both the fights, as we have seen around the objective itself, as both the junglers focus a lot on the objective than the fight itself. So I do feel that as long as the Vayne is alive, this is going to be a great team fight for Punchline. And Punchline, they don't need to do anything crazy, right? They just have to wait till they get the right opportunity, and then they have to make it work. As long as the Vayne lives, as long as the Jace lives, I think they'll have enough damage at this point. And we can see Fantasy going a little bit too ham-rated, but that's how confident he is having the Nami by her side. He knows he can carry, and that there's 4 people on the bottom side of Runic right here, and mid has been completely left naked, and the Diana and the Jace and the J4 are making quick work of the mid lane tower. This is a great rotation coming out right here, but then again they might not be able to get the tower. Let's see, we'll have to wait and watch. It's not going to be enough. She-Ra to flash away. Exhaust ends up getting used, and Playboy could be in trouble. Playboy red buff, it's not going to be enough. Oh my lord, they survived through thick and thin. And Akali here as well, and it's a beautiful Zonia as well to buy her time as well. And you can see Akali's going in on the Nami bubble, interrupts the Akali dash right here, and here comes Vayne for all the cleanup, and you can see in this damage, Vayne is such a strong pick in the current meta as well. And you can see the mid lane tower does go down. Punchline, true their name, are punching a line on the side of Runic right here, who are struggling in this game, mind you. They are small victories, don't forget that, but these victories, small as they be, end up creating a bigger and bigger advantage as the game progresses. And this is what we are seeing right here, right? The mid lane siege, the 4-man bot is going to be a little bit of a difficult situation. Now with the second dragon spawning, mind you, it is actually going to be the mountain rank. Something big is up for grabs. The 2 big ultimates are up on the side of Punchline. They have the they have the Diana and the J4 ultimates. That's what they need to get things started. The Vayne ultimate will be up very, very soon as well. Let's see what happens, because there is no Kali ultimate, there is no Site ultimate at this point. This is a great time for them to start the fight. But meanwhile, Nami does get caught, but smartly enough flashes away for her life. Again, Runic have been great in securing the objectives, but very bad at losing the team fights. Let's see what happens in this particular team fight, because they eventually do need to shut the objective, and every ultimate, barring the supports ultimates, are up. There is no Braum ultimate or the Nami ultimate tidal wave at this point. And again, the objectives have not yet started. They are looking to play a little bit passive. Remember, the only engage that Runic have potentially is the set ult, and at this point it's going to be a little bit late. But here comes Set as well. Looks at the gaming, looking to go for the steal as well. The Nami ultimate gets blocked on the Braum ultimate. Really nice timing as well. And again, Runic get the dragon for themselves, but can they win on team fight? Something you have to wait and watch. And here at this point, Coyote will look to get the kill. Akali tries to go after the Vayne. It's not going to be successful. They lose the dragon yet again. The flash on the face of the Brand, double kill going over to the Vayne. And this time, I think for the first time, they might just go after the Rift Herald and get that objective for themselves. And yet again, you are seeing these team fights happen where they are getting the objectives but losing out on the team fights. And I feel like this is not a recipe for success. Unless, of course, they get the Elder Dragon, which happens. And if they get the Elder Dragon, then you know for the fact that this is going to be worth it. But for now, the first objective, neutral objective rather, I would say, of the map goes to Punchline right as they get the Herald for themselves. And look who's getting fed, guys. The Vayne is getting fed. 5 kills for the Vayne. This is going to be really fun. They have to kill the Vayne. If they do not kill the Vayne in any of these team fights, then they are not going to be able to win this matchup, right? We'll have to wait and watch if Ignite can do much. But at this point, Ignite's getting a bit of bashing from the Diana, who herself has finished her Rod of Ages, has finished her Zonia, is actually going for a Seeker's Arm Guard and probably a Crystal Reflector at this point. Which would be good against Tristana, I would say, but I would not consider that a great item, all things considered, for this particular matchup. And the Brand, on the other side, the Brand and the Akali are the ones who have the kills. As is a set, mind you, I feel at this point, Summoner 05 is having a little bit of a difficult time as well. And remember, Summoner 05 actually was not playing mid lane. That's not going to be good for him as well. Oh, never mind. They finally get the big shutdown on the Vayne, and Tristana's the recipient of that. And just when you thought that this is going to be in favor of Punchline, Runic at this point get the team for they were finally shunning for. The Vayne dies, and once a day Vayne dies, it's like a domino effect. Right? One topples, everyone else keeps toppling down, and yet again they can't get the comeback happen. A great team fight victory coming on the side of Runic. As they get a 1-4 at the big shutdown goes over to the Tristana, who finds herself now ahead in goal of the Vayne, and that's going to be huge for Runic because now they are set up to properly team fight and get a victory for themselves. And again, 40,000 gold to 39,000 gold. This is going to be a very close game. It's still anybody's game up for grabs, I would say, but it's definitely gotten a lot more close because of the last team fight that Runic have won for themselves. Now, with the third dragon spawning, it is going to be the Infernal Drake of all things, mind you, right? So now we'll have to wait and see who gets that dragon as well. Now, if the third dragon also goes over to Runic, then they are really playing for the 4 Elder Dragons win condition, which is going to be massive for them. The amount of damage they will get from that will be huge, all things considered. But Vayne, after the last team fight, Vayne has to be very careful. She cannot be in a position where she can caught out at this point. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But like you said, the Vayne has an army to buffer up, right? That's where you are expecting the Vayne to be protected a lot better. Tristana can feel for herself. She does not need a lot of protection. The bot lane tower is available. Smartly enough, Ignite is pushing the top lane tower for himself. And Ignite also, once he gets to his Abaddon's Red Cap, I think that's going to be a really strong power spike. And at that point, Akali will be able to one-shot the Vayne if she can get in the right team fight, right? You'll have to wait and see what happens. Right? The Herald does get used. The Nami Tidal Wave was absolutely not required completely. The Herald ends up getting used, and I feel that Herald also will be completely not required at this point. So I feel like just a fumble in a macro game right now coming out from Punchline. They end up wasting Nami Herald just before the Dragon, and they end up wasting the Herald just before Dragon as well. I feel the Herald could have been properly timed with the Dragon buff itself, but now without an Army Herald, the main source of disengage is missing, mind you, and the Braum is still there to dissuade an Army Herald by a good unbreakable shield, right? We'll have to wait and watch what happens, but the Infernal Deck is up for grabs, and for some reason, Shiro's pushing top, and I think he just wants to push out that one wave before he ends up actually going for the Dragon right here. Remember, guys, this is a very important team fight, because now if a team fight does happen and one team does win it, that means they can instantly rush Baron, and that's a very strong win condition as well for any of these teams. If they get Baron, the game can pretty much be over at this point. As you can see right now, Punchline has started the Dragon, but look at the Jarvan. Jarvan has backed off. Jarvan has backed off to buy an item, I would say, but I don't know what item he's buying. I think he's finishing his GA. Yep, he went to buy his GA right here, so he had to make sure that his Guardian Angels completed the last team fight, and the fact that they are able to buy enough time for him is actually doing really well right now. Runic did not realize that Jarvan had backed, but now they are forcing. Now J4 can actually go in first, which is a great way for them to go. Nami Tidal Wave is unbreakable again, properly used. And the Braum ult is there. The third Dragon of the day goes over to Runic as well, but this time even on the teams have to wait and watch again. But this time again, Vayne is untouched, and Vayne tried to 1v3, but I think that's not a great pickup. Vayne's in a difficult position. She is literally trying to 1v3, and I don't think that's the right thing to do. And at this point, this is the first fight that Runic may have lost for themselves. The J4 is still alive, but the Guardian Angel will not be enough. It almost felt as if Vayne was trying to feel like she's a god and trying to 1v3, but in front of a Tristana, not the right call, right? They end up losing 4-3, but the Dragon gets secured yet again. Lucifer Gaming has been on point with his Dragons as well, and the Brand Ultimate did a lot of damage as well, and everyone was just busy fighting Akali, right? We have to give credits to Ignite right here. Ignite kept everyone busy, and I felt at that point, Nami dying and nobody feeling for the Vayne made sure that the Tristana and the Brand were able to kill her with no efforts at all, right? And now 12,800 gold, right? 3 great items. There's a possibility right now that the Vayne can just get like 3-shot by the Tristana also in this game, right? And time again, right? Like Nami ult is hitting the unbreakable shield, right? So at this one, I think the Nami should probably find some other angles to hit, but I feel like Punchline, they did what they could, but now that the game is going to late game, and the fact that there is a 3-dragon thing on their head, it's not looking good for them. Again, they're trying to go after the Braum right here. Braum has to flash away, use an unbreakable, but true damage is true damage. Does not matter what shield level. It's a very nice ultimate. Kalsha could be in trouble. Ends up dying. Support for Baron lane any day of the week. You will take that trade, say Runic right here. But can Runic do something on this fight is something we'll have to wait and watch right here, because again, the Baron has been completely warded. It does feel like the teams only want to fight when there's an objective up. They're not necessarily looking to make any other plays happen on the map. They're not picking any other picks on the map. So our next fight will potentially be around the Elder Dragon, which, looking at all the success that Lucifer Gaming has had so far, it does look like he might just be the one to get the dragon here as well. And I think once that happens, then Runic are all but have won the game for themselves, right? So wait and see what happens right here. But I do feel like Diana has to play a bigger role right here. I do not agree with the Crystal Reflector item at all. I think it's only effective against the Tristana. If they had actually gone for the Abaddon's completed, she might have enough damage to actually kill people. And this is where I feel, even with Brand with the lower economy at this point, Brand Ultimate just does so much utility in these sorts of team fights. And again, you can see the trap is being set right here, right? Runic are looking around Baron. They want to take a fight happen. And Jace, he is strong enough, but he needs to get a lot of these EQ hits going before that can happen. Note that the bot lane tower is massively pushing in favor. It is massively pushing in favor of Punchline right here, right? So they have to get somebody to answer that, and once they do that, this is the key for Punchline to actually get the Baron, right? Let's wait and see if they can actually do that or not. And I feel at this point, why are you even camping there? Nobody's gonna come there at all, and it's a very weird position to camp because there's no objective there at all. And you can see a Kali right here, and they will get scuttle priority, which is very smart of them. So now they can play at ease, they can push the top lane tower, the bot's auto pushing with them as well, and if they get the right engage off, then that would be good for them. We'll have to wait and see what could happen right here. Now, Vayne could be in trouble. Set ult. Oh, it's a beautiful flash. He ends up going for the Proto Build combo, but Vayne will survive the Skin of Fatigue. And again, they will disengage well enough. The Brand ult does get used. The HP bars of the Vayne are abysmally low. But without a Brand and a Braum ult, not bad, all things considered. The Nami ult and the Vayne ult also ends up getting used. Teams will take a final reset before the Elder Dragon spawns in 10 seconds. And at this point, the top lane tower is a bit, top lane wave is like a little bit even. The bot lane wave will be pushed out. And when 10 seconds are left to go, I think this is the time where Punchline have to make this fight work. They have to get the Elder Dragon, no matter what happens. And Nami cannot die. Nami has to make sure that she is speeding for her Vayne, that her Vayne is protected. And I think Ignite has to continue doing what he did in the last team fight, which is making sure that everybody is fighting and they actually go in for themselves. They are the ones who try to take the fight here. And again, Diana ends up hitting one person. I don't think that's a bit of a int play coming from Diana as well. Will end up surviving. Never mind the unstoppable. The crit damage is huge on the side of the Tristan right here. And again, losing the mid laner, very badly played. That was a very forced fight from the Diana, and that fight would just end up being the loss of Punchline. As now, with the man advantage, do they have? The J4 will need to pull off a miraculous steal at this point. Can they is the question. Again, Ignite trying to go in, but Ignite actually ends up getting a lot of HP loss. A beautiful 2-man bubble as well, and the Vayne remaining untouched as well. Ignite doing what he could, double kill going as well, but the Vayne could be in trouble. Gets a triple kill at the end of the fight. It's not going to be enough. The Vayne GA is popped, and again the fight could happen. The Nami needs to peel for the Vayne. The Vayne gets a kill for us, and Seth can use his abilities, and it's going to be G as well. Can they get the Elder? Yes, they can. What a beautiful fight. Vayne being alive made all the difference in the world, and they get a 5-4, a complete ace. This was a fight 4v5 by Punchline. The Vayne was alive, the GA helped her out a lot, and finally they get the Elder Dragon for themselves, which does not mean they auto win, but it definitely means they don't auto lose at this point, because the Elder Dragon, if it had gone on the side of Runic, would have been the death of Punchline right here. But the fact that Vayne was alive, the fact that Vayne, Nami till her last dying breath, peeled for the Vayne, and the fact that the GA was going from Lucifer, which gave Vayne enough time to get it, was a thing of beauty. Now they are trying to 2-man battle, which I think is a very, very smart idea. Now there is no teleport, there is no wards, a double teleport. Punchline are going for the jugular right here. They know that they have the advantage, and kudos to them for making this macro call. I think that's a very smart call. It does not matter if you expunge your teleport. The fact you've gotten Baron and you have the Elder Ocean does mean that now you are in a position to close off this game. There are no GAs left, mind you, so let's wait and watch what happens. A 1-3-1 push would be good, but having said that, I feel like they fight better as a team, so we'll have to wait and see how the lane assignments are. Now the Abaddon's still not completed. I feel the Diana is like going through some the infusion in our itemization. We'll have to wait and watch how that pans out. But up until that time, you can see the fact that this pushing is happening. The inhibitors have to be taken at this point. You are entering a later stage of the game, mind you. So yes, it's going to be important for them to get the inhibitors. If they're not able to get the inhibitors, we will see another Baron fight happening. This game might just end up getting delayed further and further. We'll have to wait and watch as to how fast these guys can happen at this point. You can see two people bot. J4's finally pushing the top of the map, and Vayne and Nami are there in the mid lane with the Jace as well to get the seed going, right? And again, Shiro doing the right thing, just pushing the waves, create a 3-way pressure. This is what you want to do at this point. Make sure the Nami is with the Vayne so that she does not end up getting suffocated right here. And again, if they get the inhibitors from this trade, it's going to be huge for them as well. And the Nami healing is there to keep them topped up. Banana should look to get the bottom tower without any contest as well. And here comes Jarvan, get a huge wave on the top side as well. Jarvan should just play a little bit more aggro. He does have his EQ right there. And Shiro just playing too passive at this point. Never mind, the mid lane tower does get broken. There you go. Inhibitor number 1 goes down. And they are looking for a fight in the bot lane as well. But I feel that's not going to be a great fight. In fact, Vayne could be in tower. Never mind, will survive through skin of fatigue at this point. The Nami ult and the Vayne ult are gone, mind you. The Brandon ends up getting used, and that hits a lot of people. The redemption there, a beautiful Zonya. Oh my god, that clutch Zonya to prevent the Akali E there hitting does help her out right here. This siege is huge, and the set ult ends up hitting the Jace of all people. The Vayne still alive. The Tristana does get the Vayne at the end of the day. So their siege should look to stop right here. They will not get anything other than the middle lane tower, and the bot lane tower will survive. GAs will be up. Remember that the next Baron will be the next fight, and my lord guys, we have an exciting game on our hands. I was not expecting this game to be this darn close, but they are. The Tristana also is doing a huge amount of damage as well, and we have to wait and watch as to how this time teamfight ends up playing out right there. Finally Diana has completed her 4 items. Now she will be a force to be reckoned with as well. There is also a lot of damage on the brand as well. The Vayne is completely full item this point, does not matter. Her GA will be up, so will the GA of the Jarvan, and as will the GA of the set, right? So now everyone's GA up. We are in for a crazy Baron fight, but this does give Runic the opportunity to completely push out the waves before they can start to make the sneak plays happen. Now they need to essentially make picks and get somebody as to Punchline right here, right? But as long as the Vayne's alive, 21,000 gold on both the marksmen. Look at the amount of gold. How much gold is that, right? They have so much gold that they can literally sell and buy items as and when they please. GA also up on the Tristana. Everyone and their mother's guardians is up, and they are looking for a fight onto the Akali. Nami gets expunged for the Akali flash. I think when all of a sudden not a bad thing as long as they don't take the fight in the immediate 30 seconds. It is going to be huge. We'll have to wait and see what happens now in the Baron fight. All the control is on the side of Punchline. Now Set is a lone person right here. He has to be the one to start this off, and they are looking for it. Set is there. They are doing the camp. They do get spotted out for the camp right here. Remember, the bot lane tower is massively pushing in favor of Runic, right? So that might end up taking an inhibitor if just not getting done. And now, beautiful damage output. Look at the damage output, Tristan. Look at the damage. It's insane. At this point, Dana could be has to end up using a Zonya as well. This is a choke fight. The brand ult will hit a lot. A beautiful 3-1 Dana ult with the Rabidon's Void ends up hurting like a bitch and flash from the Vayne to get the brand as well. And Set doing what he can actually might just be enough for him as they get a triple kill, but it's not going to be enough. The Vayne's alive, the Banega is alive as well. Punchline win their first game of the day, have taken down Runic and booked themselves a semi-final berth in the upper bracket. Kudos to them for playing this so darn well, and GG, well played. What a game on our hands. The last team fight was massive, but when the Dana hit it for people, it was done. And before the team fight as well, when you saw the Jace just completely going in ham on the Tristana, just making sure that she was low enough to not be of any consequential, effort in the team fight, was just super darn well played, right? And we see the damage output of the game. Tristana did what she could. The brand, I would say the band was a little bit disappointing. I felt like the band was definitely lacking in terms of damage as well. And again, the Vayne carry, holy crap, 45,000 damage. The Jace also doing his job pretty darn well right here. This is what we expect from Punchline, a team that we had not a lot of information about, ended up doing quite well for themselves. Well, what a game we had on our hands, guys. And this is what we like from Wild Rift India, right? To see such exciting games that go down to the wire, that Elder Steel and the fight victory, and then eventually just winning out the team fight. Punchline have proved that they are a team to reckon with. The next match of the day will be starting as very, 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 very soon. So make sure you do not go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes for the next match. Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Wild Rift Resurgence series. We are in day 3 and the upper bracket quarterfinal matches are about to happen. And today's match right now is between Anti-RR versus Alphabetz. And this is going to be a very exciting match because Anti-RR, they are Pokemon Masters and now they're playing Wild Rift again. And Alphabetz is a team that we have seen beaten, they beat the last team quite convincingly, right? There's a lot that can be shown from this team as well. And I'm very excited to see how both these players and teams will fight it off because there is a slot for the quarterfinals up for grabs. And that's going to be very exciting as well. Who do you think will win this matchup? Let us know in the chat below. And Tiara, have been in the league for a really long time, are quite confident. Alphabets have been a clan, they have a lot of ABCZ in their names. They definitely play a lot together. And we are getting straight into the action, ladies and gentlemen, as we head into the draft phase. On the blue side is going to be Anti-RR. On the red side is going to be Alphabets. So let's wait and watch what happens. As you can see, the Akshan man coming out. Anti-RR be like, you know what? Let's not give them to Alphabets. Akshan itself, the revive mechanic is quite hard to deal with. So GG. And again, the Jax ban coming out probably against Jungle Diff or Camel at this point. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. We do have a lot of great players on the side of both the teams. And the thing with Anti-RR is because they've played as a team for a lot longer, हम expect कर सकते हैं from this team we'll see a lot of synergies coming out. And there are some really talented people like Daksh, Kamil, Devesh, Jungle Dev, Seth. They've been playing as friends for almost more than a year. Even before that, they used to play as friends, right? So we will see the power of friendship coming out from Anti-RR. Let's see what ABCZ can do against them. I mean, I'm putting Anti-RR as favorites, but I would love to see if ABCZ can get us some action and get some victories for themselves as well. I like the fact that the Jace and the Set are completely banned out by Anti-RR. They're like, guys, naya champs hai. We don't want to play against these new champs. Let's just ban them out right here. On the other side, the Garen ban is quite interesting. On this side, I mean, they don't want to give it to Dux, I'm guessing. And on the other side, the recent ban also comes out. Nami first pick will be the name of the game, but if they end up going for the Yasuo, which can counter that through the wind wall, I feel that that's actually going to be a really good solution as well. We have not seen much of ABCZ yet, guys. Alphabets is a relatively new team right here. Let's wait and see what happens right now. They have gotten the Alistair for themselves. Great team fight prowess, but really not strong in lane. Have to wait and see what pans out. The Irelia pickup blind. My lord. Alphabets are like challenging Anti-RR. I'm going to pick blind Irelia. Can you match up to my Irelia? Is the challenge being thrown at them. On the other side, the Lucian Nami, very strong aggro bot lane coming out from Devesh and Safe right here. Looks to be very, very, very good as well. And I feel at this point, Kamil, he has a lot of experience playing jungle. He can literally pick anything right here. Against an Alistair, I'm not sure if Camille is the best pick right here, but he will go. The Camille gets picked by Kamil at this point, and we'll have to wait and see where the Aurelia goes. I think it's an Aurelia mid lane, but we'll have to wait and watch. On the other hand, never mind, it's a Kennen pickup right here. Wow, massive. So Kennen pickup with the Alistair, they are going for a lot of team fight prowess right here. This might definitely confirm that the Irelia is mid, Irelia is top, or could actually be Kennen top too, right? You never know. This is a very smart flex pick coming out from Alphabets at this point. As we see the other bans coming again, I feel the Katrina ban, I don't think they're going to be playing Katrina at all. So the fact that it gets banned out is quite interesting to see. On the other side, also, let's see what the bans are. The ADC has not yet been picked, and as well as the jungle has not yet been picked, unless, of course, we are seeing an Alistair jungle which would blow our minds away. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Let's just wait and watch what happens right here. And again, the Vayne ban, I think, is very smart. In the current meta, it does look like Vayne is one of the stronger picks to be taken. And the fact that it's getting banned out is looking quite good. And we'll have to wait and watch because the Ezreal is still, available for them. Good pickup as well. Does not require peel, so it can just be played with the Alistair lane pretty well. Can actually do pretty well against the composition as well. I have to wait and see if they end up playing the Ezreal or not. The Orianna ban as well. Just making sure that the Irelia does have a good time. I feel like the Irelia is mid. I can't say for sure. We'll have to wait and watch. Could just be the Kennen mid here as well. And Kennen mid, does not do well into the Katrina or the Orianna. So yeah, this does make sense that could be the pick right here. The last ban coming on the side of Anti-RR is going to be the Pantheon. So just do not want to give them some crazy early game strength because anti-error knows that once they head into the mid game, their macro and their teamwork will win them just about any team fight that they want to win, right? So that's actually a very good thing for them as well. And Corki will be the AD carry of choice. Again, I would have preferred the Ezreal, but Corki is just as good as well, if not better, because the fact that the package in conjunction with the Kennen, oh my lord, you're looking at a very strong team fight prowess coming out. And generally, guys, we know this. Anti-RR are the ones who love playing these massive team fight compositions, right? Generally, they are the ones you have to be afraid of. But here you can see Alphabetz are the one who've picked up a very strong team fighting composition for themselves, and it does feel like Arena now will be top, which means that the Akali will be top in response to the Arena. Now, this is a very interesting match. A lot of people ask me, how does Arena fare into an Akali? I always feel Akali has an advantage, but a good Arena player will be able to time that to advantage and get a feel for themselves as well. So I feel this is a little bit skill based. I would say Akali favored in the early game, but once you get your stacks up and take the right trades, then I think Yarila can also win out as well. And the Galio pick, oh my lord, how could we forget the one, the only, the Galio coming on the side of ABC's? I mean, I think that's such a beautiful pick, right? Kennen straight up gets slaughtered by Galio. In the right hands, Galio will never die to a Kennen ultimate. If the Kennen ults anyone, the Galio ulti is there. And the fact that they ended up banning Katina, but not banning the one pivotal pick on the side of anti-RR, the one pick that actually can negate their engage comp, has been left open. On the other side, it's actually going to be a Renekton battling lane and an Irelia jungle. So Renekton into an Akali is actually a good lane for both. Renekton has enough sustain that he should survive. The Irelia jungle is what surprises me. I feel in the 1v1 trades, it's really going to matter a lot on how well Irelia can stack, but I like this composition, right? There's a lot of CC on the side of both the teams. There is a lot of teamfight prowess as well. Now that you have Galio on the side of Galio on the side of anti-RR, they might be able to make things work for themselves as well. And this is where we are in for a crazy game, guys. I mean, anti-RR, we know how good they are. Alphabetz, we know how good they can be in the worst skin that we see. So now it's all about execution, right? Because at the end of the day, right, how many great drafts have we seen, even in this tournament, that have just utterly collapsed because they were not executed properly, right? Eventually, for Indian meta and Bangladesh meta and the South Asia meta, it's all about the execution. And this is what I'm waiting to see from both anti-RR as well as Alphabetz. If Alphabetz can pull off the Kennen composition in the right place and get multiple squishes, because remember, right, there are squishies on the side of anti-RR except for the Galio. So good Kennen ultimate can actually pave the way for a great teamfight prowess as well. On the other side, though, if the Galio can get his taunt onto multiple people and there is enough DPS being put out or there are enough catches being made by the Camille, then I feel anti-RR does have the game in the bag as well. Having said that, I'm very curious to see how these two teams pan out. So let's just get right into the action. I'm your caster Bishi. You guys are watching the Wild Rift Resurgence series. We are in day 3. Upper bracket quarterfinals are underway. Game 2 is started between anti-RR versus Alphabetz, and I think we're in for a very, very fun game as well. If game 1 was a close game and went down to the wire, I'm hoping that we can see more, fun games coming out in the next few games to come as well. And Akali was a Renekton. We have spoken about this matchup. I do feel Akali is a lane bully no matter what champion she plays, but the Renekton honestly can do fairly well against a Akali poke because he has a lot of healing for himself, and he can actually pull out some poke off his own side as well. The lane to watch will primarily be the bot lane. I feel Devesh and Seth, the amount of aggression they can put in this lane will end up determining how well they are able to get a lead and how well they're able to take the dragon. Remember, the first dragon of the game is actually going to be infernal, so it is without a doubt that both the teams will not want to fight for the Herald, and in fact they will want to go for the dragon if that's the objective to choose for. Level 1s, I would say Galio will have a little bit of difficult time because he's actually not ranged, but I think it's not a big issue for him at this point as well. So we are in for a standard start. Arigla versus Camille, right? This is where our eyes should be. कहाँ जाएंगे जंगल पाती किधर होने वाला है Arigla blue से कहाँ जाएंगे where will they meet, will they contest for scuttle or will not. Level 1s, like we said, Devesh and Sev will have priority. Nami will be a poke machine at this point, and the moment they hit level 2, you can see right here ABC Samurai ends up taking a lot of poke for himself, and look at the HP bars reduced to nearly 25%, and this is a power Lucian Nami, right? This is just what we expect them to see. In the top side as well, you see some trades coming out right here, but the Kali, being a Kali herself, will have an advantage. The Daksh will have to poke a little bit more, but Akali, Renekton make sure that he gets the all the farm for himself, and then the wave is pushing, so he should be in a great spot. Now 1 minute 25 seconds to go, and Camille's on the bot side, as is. I don't think that's a smart thing. I just should have just gone for the other scuttle, because I don't think in the early game, with the amount of advantages and the fact that there's a Galio, this is what we expect from anti-RR as well, right? Oh, the taunt ends up getting filled with 13-second cooldown on the taunt right here. They will not get the scuttle as well. Great victory coming out right here. Anti-RR, right? Even if they have not played Wild Rift for even like 3 months, you can see their synergy, right? Clean, clean, clean. The teams rotated, they got the objective, they ran away, and all things are great. And now they will look to get the other scuttle as well, which means that the jungler Azrael will have a difficult time. He's trying to get the objective, it's not going to be enough for him. In fact, he could be in trouble, ends up getting taunted as well, and that's going to be his death as well. He does end up going in, but the Akali follows up as well. First blood ends up going over to Daksh, who is very happy to receive the kill, and anti-RR have gotten on the board. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Devesh is more than happy to 1v2 this lane. He knows I'm a Lucian, I can escape the Alistar engage as well. And anti-RR, we know they're a very strong team, right? And this is proving why they are. They've always been a strong team. And double scuttle, Pulse Flush, but going to the ban lane. This just makes Renekton's life harder as well in the top lane as well. And I think this is where, the snowball effectively begins from both the teams, right? And this is where we end up seeing the power of the team composition that is anti-RR. Right? If they can get priority on the jungle, if they can get priority in the right places, and I feel that they should be able to get the first dragon as well. Let's wait and see what happens right now. Devesh as well, so annoying that he is. Ends up removing or making sure the backs get delayed even further. Allows him to actually just go for the 1v1s as well. And again, the Nami ends up bubbling the Alistar at this point. The amount of poke, this lane, we spoke about how they have priority, but the amount of pressure being put by anti-RR is definitely showing up massively in this game as well. And you can see the Karen is there to give some sort of reprieve, but I don't think it's going to be enough, right? I don't think a Karen ult is enough to kill them at this point. Level 1 Karen ultimate, honestly, is more of a CC bot than a damage bot. Does not really do much at this point. And he's building the wrong items. If you're going Kennen, I also used to go Liandry's or even Haunting guys. You should definitely go Infinity Orb. That's a great first item. Alright then, now with 10 seconds to go and the Infernal Dragon up for grabs, guys. Let's just quickly have a look at what items are ready for every player. There is no one completed item on anybody's side of Alphabetz, but on the side of anti-RR, a completed item is in the Akali as well. And you've started the Baron Dragon, and there is absolutely no response from Alphabetz other than the Alistar who's actually gone in. The sole person trying to make things like here comes Kennen as well. Kennen will look to get an ultimate as well. The package being used right on time, but Camille will be keen in his secure of the dragon as he looks to get the dragon for himself, but not before Camille gets slain. And here comes Renekton as well. Beautiful slice and dice and this turn. And Alphabetz, it's a similar to game 1. We did see them losing the dragon, but they might be able to get one kill back for themselves. The Kali Daksh could be in trouble right here. Let's see if we can survive or not. We'll have to wait and watch a double bubble save. There you have it. Very well played. The disengage is successful, and all was said and done. It is still going to be a 2-for-1 at the end of the day, and the fact that the dragon ends up going out to anti-RR, they will be happy campers to get that for themselves. So a close team fight, I have to say. Alistar was the only person on time for that objective. Corki came just in the nick of time as well. And great on anti-RR to start the objective exactly at 4 minutes, because they knew that the Corki would go for the package and hence would get delayed. But now we are in for another fight. There are no ultimates on anybody except the Lucian culling right here. And I feel Azrael might have just been a little bit too cocky right here and ends up dying. And Samurai ends up being the person he ends up dying for. And look at this. Camille with the beautiful engage right here. Gets the kill on to the Corki right here. And gets the kill as well. Here comes Jungle Dev. Ends up actually missing his taunt, and I think Kennen was caught between a rock and a hard place. Ends up having to flash right here, and again, I don't feel this is an objective they can take. Kudos to Alphabetz for attempting that Herald, but yet again, anti-RR just proving to be a very strong team. They are solidifying themselves as one of the best teams in the tournament. They are solidifying themselves as the team to watch right here. And Alphabetz, as well as they are trying to play right here, it does look like the control of the game is slowly being given away right here to anti-RR as they look to get a bit of poke onto the Alistar, but it's still not going to be enough for them. And now we can see right here with the tower still left, the Herald is in the side of the Camille. Now they can use it in the mid lane. They can break the bot lane tower, which itself is quite low. And if you look at the goal lead as well, right? Anti-R are leading, but the goal lead is not massive, guys. It's not like the lead is huge, right? The Corki is in a great spot. In fact, the Corki is actually 300 gold ahead of the enemy counterpart, right? The biggest lead, honestly, at this point is going to be on the Akali, who is 5,400 ahead. So she's around 500 gold ahead of the Renekton right here. And we'll have to wait and see what happens at this point, because the Irelia pick so far, I'm not convinced jungle by. Like let's wait and see if we can change our mind in the next couple of team fights. But so far, I feel the Akali pick has not been able to create the impact that we sort of expected the Akali to bring. So we'll have to wait and see how that also ends up panning out right here. But I feel at this point Anti-R might just run away with the game as well. And I really like the first item coming out. A Banshee's Veil from Galio. Okay, I guess he wants to play a frontline for his team, does not want to get stunned. Considering the amount of CC that they might have, not the worst pickup, but not the best pickup as well. In the bot lane as well, you can see, I think now the Alisher could be in trouble. Will have to end up using his ult. Ends up using a good combo right here, does not end up using his ult, yes, now, but a bit too late, and Kami's 2 damage will be enough. I feel he should have used ultimate a little bit sooner right here, and yet again, they are able to make this work and get a kill for themselves. The Herald ends up getting used, but that will not net them a tower, that will net them one plating at best, and I feel not the best usage of Herald that they could have potentially gotten. You can see Azrael is finally here. Oh my lord, Seth is on point with his bubbles right here. Anytime ABCZ want to engage, anytime Alphabetz want to engage, Seth is there for disengage right here. Note that the ultimates were used in the bottom lane as well. Renekton lives without an ultimate as well. There is no ultimate on the Alistar. The primary tanks on the side of ABCZ or Alphabetz do not have their ultimates up. On the other side, there is no Galio ult. Galio has died rather. Oh, never mind, I missed that. Where did the Galio died? The Galio apparently died somewhere, and I think that would be a great call for Alphabetz to start. Dragon gets a 4v5 at the end of the day, there's no Galio ult as well. And this could be a good comeback from Alphabetz, but not when you have Daksh and Nami as well. The bubble ends up not hitting actually for a change. You can see Karen also there with his ult to keep the zone as well. Camille is there to shield and not going to be successful. Ashen flashing away, and Alphabetz, they get the dragon and they get the kill, and the Karen finally comes, and the power of this team fighting composition is in your hands. They get themselves a 2-0, but they will end up losing the first tower in the mid lane. That's a beautiful 3-man taunt right here, and again Akali could be in trouble, ends up using her ultimate and gets the kill onto Alistar, but not before succumbing to her own death. The shutdown ends up going as well. The bot lane tower has actually gone down as well, and again it's a 1-for-1, but still the Alistar dying for the Akali and the Akali giving a shutdown. I would take that any day of the week. Alphabetz are back in the game, guys, and the fact they've gotten a dragon for themselves and are looking good. We are in for a close game, and this team has surprised us quite a bit. I was expecting Anti-R to maybe just end up being a little bit more dominating, but Alphabetz have shown they are not to be trifled with, that they are a strong team. And now with even Stevens gold and a dragon apiece on each player, we definitely have a game on hands. What a beautiful game we are seeing so far at this point. We can't really say who's going to win as of yet, but I do feel the later this game goes, Kennen's viability will increase. A well-timed Kennen ultimate can make or break this game, I would say, right? So this is where we have to keep our eyes on Banana right here. Banana's ultimate is up, the second Herald is up. Everything except the Renekton ultimate is up for this team fight, and the Galio being up as well should be really fun too. The mid lane tower actually did not go down. So the fact that only the bot lane towers go down is the only tower that Anti-R have so far, and it is quite a close game. But at this point, Anti-R do not want to fight the Herald at all. They are choosing to give this objective. It's such a beautiful 2-man knockup as well. It's a 5-man Nami ultimate as well. And such a beautiful engage from Anti-R. Make sure that they are able to get some kills back, but not before Irelia gets some for herself. And what a beautiful return damage coming out from ABCZ as they look to get the fight victory for themselves. It's a 3-for-2 at the end of the day, and the Irelia is showing up huge in this team fight. Renekton came back just at the right time. Nicholas's double knockup definitely paved the way, and this could potentially be the mid lane tower going down for Anti-R, as they will now be playing from a deficit. Alphabetz are winning these team fights really well, and this Galio pickup is unfortunately not doing enough for Anti-R, as they find themselves between a rock and a hard place right now. Can they continue to win is a question, because we are definitely so far seeing two really even teams. And what I love about this tournament so far, guys, is that we are definitely seeing teams that are very evenly matched against each other, right? Both the games that we've seen, dono game, every games has been close. We don't know who's winning because both the teams are very well equally matched. And even now, anti-RR are showing that they are in trouble right now. Can they get a victory, or can Alphabetz continue the domination? You can see the goal leads as well, slightly very even Steven at this point, but the Herald still has to be used, will still be used at this point. And now they could be in touch. Here comes Flash Cannon, are beautifully timed, and this is what we expect to see from the Cannon, right? A well-timed Cannon art can make or break the game, and this does help them out. Do know that Alisha could potentially be in trouble, and in fact Alisha could be in trouble, and so could the Borgir right here. Camille does want to get a few kills back, and so does Jungle Dev, but he might end up being in trouble himself. Ends up popping the honey point. Oh my god, how does he keep surviving? His passive pops up as well. Oh, beautiful flash as well, and he will still not, he will die eventually. And Alphabetz do survive this with the spin and nick of things, and they actually are able to kill Camille as well. And Alphabetz are making these team fights work. These rotations are working in their favor, and time again, slowly but steadily, the goal lead rises for Alphabetz as they get the top lane tower and get themselves a couple more kills as the third dragon spawns very soon, and the Corki package is ready for this dragon. What a game we have on our hands right here. I mean, this is a dragon I do not think anti-RR should like fight, because I don't think they have it in themselves to look and fight, but they do want to fight. The Camille is not there. I don't think it makes sense. Namiel gets used. Akali just goes in and dies. I think that's a waste of a team fight. And now Galio's caught between four people, has to taunt him and run away. On the other side, Renekton is trying to do what he can. Renekton actually ends up dying in the process, but a beautiful flash. Oh, not the right knockup. No, and this landed. The disengage is happening from anti-RR. The cannon art is hitting, but they will not be enough. And Camille makes a very cheeky escape. It's a 2 for 2 when all things were considered. Not bad when you consider the fact that they were not even there. But yet again, the Camille will die in the process. Can he kill the Alisha with the red buff? No, he cannot. Icarus survives with an HP right here, and again I feel the compositional def is showing up, right? The fact that there is multiple damage sources on the side of Alphabetz, and the fact that they are able to win this out. I mean, Duck should not have gone in on that dragon at all, because he did, the whole team fight was scattered. It allowed Alphabetz to actually get a couple of kills back for themselves. And now they are definitely playing catch up. The lead is not insurmountable, ladies and gentlemen. It is still going to be, a comeback can happen, but Alphabetz are definitely in the driver's seat right now. 2 dragons apiece. Look at the goal lead. The Aurelia has the highest gold in the game. 3 complete items for herself as well. And now we have to wonder how the Elder fight happens. Another fight happening. Alisha looks to get the Akali. The Akali will survive, but not before she loses half of her HP. Kennen as well, he's completed his Rabidons, he's completed his half items as well. That's a very interesting choice of itemation he's gone for, I have to say, but it's working for him, so kudos to him for that as well. Corki also 2.5 completed items. Lucian also looking to be not that ahead in the game, and they are looking to go after the Renekton, honestly, at this point can still survive. Actually ends up blowing his flash and ends up blowing his ultimate as well, but not before Camille is like, I want this kill and I will get this kill. Now they have noticed that 2 people are on the bot side. They can potentially set up a trap, but the ward is there, and right now the Aurelia gets used, and this is where Camille is like, guys, I am not going to let anti-RR lose this game, and I think this just buys him some time, a sense of reprieve. They got the kill onto the Renekton as well. They can just get to scale up a little bit more. But kudos to both the teams. This is one of the best teams in India fighting one of the best teams in Bangladesh, and I think this is a battle of 2 of the best teams in South Asia right now, right? These are 2 teams that are showing that they are a team to be reckoned with. And now Alistair is the catch again. He can a beautiful flash of Saif as well. Nice flash, beautiful double bubble as well. And again Lucian goes in, completely caps in hand. Saif, you madman, what a flash to a bubble combination right there. Ends up getting the kill onto Corki, and that's going to be huge, honestly. Getting a kill onto the main carry will be enough. And I really like Devish's commitment. He just ends up going in hand to get the kill onto the Corki as well. And slowly and steadily, Anti-R, despite being 5k gold down, are finding these good picks for themselves right here. And again, we have to wonder, and they continue to do that because the Baron is up, and I don't think they should do it at this point. The Yellow Dragon is still a ways to go, and these fights are not netting much for Anti-RR, but except for just buying some time, but just buying some more time for these two teams. And now Irelia is a force to be reckoned with. The Kennen ultimate is there as well. Akali can still carry people. I feel though Lucian will eventually scale off, and that's when the Corki will start scaling even more. And we'll have to wait and see how the next team fight happens, because everyone's ultimates will be up, everyone's flashes except for the Nami and the Renekton will have their flashes up as well. So we are in for a crazy elder fight, guys. 2 dragons on the side of Alphabetz, 1 dragon on the side of Anti-RR. 8 seconds to go for the Elder Ocean Dragon right here. And now we have to see how this team fight ends up panning out. Renekton, does he have teleport? Yes, he does. So he's a happy camper trying to just push out in the top lane as well. Irelia decides to take her back for another item. I think she ends up finishing her Wits End. Yes, she finishes her Wits End. Irelia's at 4 items apiece. Very strong as well. I do feel, I have to give credit to Alphabetz. I do feel compositionally with the power strikes that they are at, their composition is strong. Now this dragon has been started to force the Renekton to teleport right here, and they are looking to go after the thing, but Camille ends up ulting the Irelia when the Irelia just has a Banshee, and Irelia ends up actually killing off the Akali, and on the other side they end up getting the Kennen, but that's not going to be enough at this point because Anti-RR are completely losing on this fight. A grave mistake coming on the side of Camille. He ended up using the Hextime Ultimatum on the Irelia, who already had her Edge of Night Shield, which means the ultimate did not work, and Irelia simply just got lambasted completely. And Camille is the lone survivor, but can he do something? No, he cannot. Icarus is on his ass saying, bro, you will not steal this. And now Alphabetz have gotten the tools they need to complete this game. A very scattered team fight, I must say, and Kennen, while he did die, made sure that his team benefited from that. And now with more dead timers to go, this is going to be a fight for Baron right here. And Alphabetz, they are proving themselves to be a top 2 team in the tournament if they can get this Baron. Icarus is on the face of the Camille as well. Camille is trying to do what she can. Is it going to be enough? The GA gets popped. It is not going to be enough. He ends up using his ultimate, his last ditch effort, but that is going to be GG. Right here, as the Baron ends up going over to Alphabetz, and they will secure the Baron and hopefully look to end the game as well. Let's see what Anti-RR can do now. They are seeing a little Pikachu in the bot lane that they want to catch, but that Pikachu realizes his spidey senses are ticking, will look to back again. Daksh, he's going a little bit ham, but that's not going to be enough right here. Anti-RR, I think this is game for them. I mean, they were in a very even Stevens game. At certain point, they were in fact even winning. A bot lane fight has transpired, but it will not be enough because backup is here. Icarus is back in the game as well. And now they have to run away. The flash end up getting used as well. Kennen is looking for an ultimate. Well, there you go. Has the Kennen ultimate being used? The Zonia will end up buying a lot of time. Akali will survive, but not for long. The Kennen will end up slaying the Akali, and the Galio will die in the process as well. Here you have it, guys. Alphabetz have done it. They have taken the mid lane inhibitor as well. They are going to end this game, and Alphabetz are proving to the world in the Resurgence series that they are the team to beat in the tournament because they have just taken down Anti-RR in the quarterfinals of the Resurgence series. Super well played by the whole team. A brilliant performance from both the teams, and now they make themselves on to the semi-finals of the tournament. A great performance from everybody, I would say. I would have to mention 100% kill participation from Icarus. Now that's impressive AF, right? The kills that happened, Icarus was a part of. I think that gives him MVP in my book. But you can see even Azrael and Samurai did a lot of damage to the team, and I feel like Irelia pickup in the start was questionable, but they were able to make it work for themselves. And kudos to Alphabetz. They have made themselves into the semifinals of the upper bracket. We have more exciting matches to go, guys. This game is not done. Who are the next 2 teams to fight out? Stay tuned to the Level Up channel. We will be back with the next game very, very shortly.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to the third match of the day. It is the Wild Rift Resurgence series, and we are in round 2 on the upper bracket. I am Stark. I'll be casting the third game and the fourth game today with you. And we have Banger, third match. We have Borgir on left side, which is the blue side, and we have Void on the red side. बहुत अच्छे टीम है दोनों टीम्स. Borgir team obviously yet to prove themselves after yesterday's match, and Void also I think lost yesterday's match against TDT or something. But let's see, both teams are ready to go. Both teams are very hungry for winning this match. I am also very hungry, so jaldi jaldi खत्म करके dinner खाने जाते हैं. Okay, so bans have started. The bans are in order. Yasuo, Galio, and Leeson from the side of Borgir. They have banned Set, Lulu, and they are going to be banning Ziggs, it looks like, from the side of Void. देखते हैं क्या final ban होता है. Yes, they have banned the Ziggs. So they have banned concert champ. Okay, they have left Ezreal open. तो first pick Ezreal तो बनता ही होगा. Borgir से first pick Ezreal coming. The Flasher boy, the gay boy, Crystal Rose Ezreal wala boy is been locked, but let's see whether he has a skin or not. What is your opinion of the new skins? Every time जब भी patch आता है, Aurelion Zil gets nerfed, and they release one Ezreal and Lux skin. Why do you think that is? Please let me know. I hate Ezreal skin and Lux skin because it's very gay and no homophobia involved, but the gay feeling comes when you see another skin come out. But let's skip to that. We can see Thresh and Camille dono pick ho gaye hain. Both are very strong CC picks for the side of Void. And as soon as we say that, they pick Lux. Ezreal and Lux dono skin Crystal Rose के बैठो शादी करो भाई. What nonsense. Okay, whatever. They picked Ezreal and Lux as the bot lane. Very oppressive lane. Very, very oppressive lane, to be honest. And against Thresh, Thresh is going to take a lot of poke in the lane. If they actually lock Aurelion Sol, the champion has been nerfed to the ground. I don't know what is their idea by playing that champion. It should not be played, honestly. It's in a very bad situation, but since they picked Lux, I think maybe chalega. But whatever, let's see. The last pick is going to be Lucian. Okay, Ezreal Lux one combo. Lucian and Thresh ditch the Senna, middleman, and go together. Damn, nice. No, Agent K9, you have no new skin. You want fish skin. Damn, anyone wants to sponsor Agent K9's fish skin? Cottontail Fizz. I don't think Ignite runs on Fizz, bro. He'll burn himself or it'll fizzle out. But yeah, Lucian and Thresh dono अपने differences को couples counseling में लेके they have decided to throw out the Senna and they're together now. But the next two bans have come out. It's going to be the Nunu and the Irelia. Brand out. Both very, very healing, cancer, engage wala picks. Also, I feel that they have missed out a very strong pick in the mid lane. Let's see whether anyone in the chat guesses it. ठीक है हर्ष. Okay, so guys, just as we should please, join LevelUp's channel. Please subscribe, join the channel, become a member, because a lot of perks are yet to come, and LevelUp is going to be, the main channel for hosting all kinds of content when the game releases. Jo haan, 10 saal mein hai, but whatever, but still, please join. And big shout out to Easy for Baba for handling everything behind the scenes and doing such good animation. बड़े लोग UK के editor. But yeah, they have locked in Darius in the Baron lane for Void, and they have banned Akali and Garen. बहुत cancelled wale picks. So let us see what they're going to respond as a Baron pick for this series pick. They yet have to pick, I think, Baron lane, which is a very strong pick in this. If they lock down, Renekton is a very good counter to Darius, and this pick is very good against single dive CC. Let me explain. So whenever someone goes to dive on the enemy comp, right, Lux and Renekton have single CC which will root them when they are coming to kill you. So Dana can escape out, Ezreal can escape out, that is the thing. But Renekton is a very strong lane bully, and if he gets ahead, I don't think they're going to be able to dive him under tower. So very well done. They have locked in Jarvan as an engage as well. Jarvan Diana combo, obviously, already very strong. So actually, their team plan, their game plan should be, since Baron lane is a separate lane and nobody gives a shit about that lane. Being a Baron lane player, I can tell that myself. Okay, so nothing like that. But well, so it's going to be Diana jungle. No, they'll swap. They'll swap. So the combo should be Jarvan goes in, Diana goes in with her ult. Then Ezreal and Lux ka ults also land. I think they're going to be easily able to melt anyone who's trying to do. But yes, the disengage is there from the Camille and the Thresh, which will cancel that combo from running through. So much CC is there on the team. I don't think Katrina is a very good pick here. But of course, if they're able to tank the initial combo which I have described, they will definitely do a lot of damage and pick up the pieces, because engage ke baad there is not much disengage from their team. Jonathan got Dono Vault Sag. Who donated? I don't see any donations, man. Sad life. But shout out to Poresin, Yoresin, first Emerald India, still sitting Emerald, I think. He is my predecessor. But now he's got his account boosted from someone, so now he's Diamond 1 apparently. Yoresin, Poresin. Come to watch the Indian players battle it out. But yeah, which comp do you guys prefer? I know the chat is little late, 1.5 minutes late or whatever, but I can still respond to that. So whatever you're typing, you're typing into future me. Huh? Awesome, no? Alright, so the match has begun. Level 1s are starting. They are planning to go and ward everywhere. But Renekton just blew his flash! Lucifer bhaiya, crocodile pin, but oh my. Okay, they're restarting. Never mind. Sorry. I think some mistake has happened. Not able to catch on it yet. What's the issue? दिखाई तो नहीं दे रहा. Alright, we'll be restarting very, very soon. Please be on the line. We will get back to you very, very soon. Please be on the line. Okay, we are already in the lobby, so don't worry, it's going to be starting extremely fast here. Kaneki is the match host? Why is Kaneki here? But yes. Future stock when Wild Rift release. Okay, so Yorison, when you finally stop giving treats to people for free in Discord server and give it, for payment, then only I think the Wild Rift server will release, because the Indian Wild Rift manager is has been taking too many treats from you, so he doesn't have that urgency to start the match, start the game in India. So I think everybody blame Yorison for the server not releasing. Yes, China, India guy, Bhadme, government guy, Bhadme, all those reasons are stupid. It's only Yorison's fault, because Yorison gives treat for free on Discord server, right? Your Renekton took flash mistakenly, that's why you want to remove it. Okay, bro. Maybe. Let's see. Kareki has left and we will be starting very, very soon. Yes, we are into blind picks and they are going to be locking in We can see Battle Academy Gears real and Battle Academy Lux. Oh, this guy has picked like a Dynaka skin. Okay, this Dyna skin is really hard to get, by the way. Okay, this Lux, this Dyna skin is really cool. Oh, dude, look at the skin. Oh my god. I'm simping for this Dyna, okay? Renekton this time has taken Flash and Barrier. I don't know what's the difference here. Nothing seems to have changed. Gaze really Lux. Dame. क्या ब्रो क्या करे ब्रो generous with treats yeah blame this your sin for it okay we have NLE Kuro on the thresh. I'm really excited to see his play because his pick can single-handedly counter the enemy Lux and Israel if he is able to land the hook on them. Let's see. Level 1s are going to be beginning very soon. For those who are just joined now, that is one person. It's game 3 of day 2 upper bracket. The Resurgence tournament. And they have remade the game. Amma. What is going on? I think lag issues severely affecting this. Yeah, I'm looking here only. Where will I be looking at the remake? First game we had high ping. Second game these guys had high ping. Okay. I think you know what we're going to be doing here. We will be starting report riot. Yes, Lemon. We should definitely report riot. Riot MKC. Glad pick Baba. Wait, is the stream lagging? Not again, man. We can't remake another time. No, the stream is fine. Yeah, stream is fine. We see stream is fine. प्लीज जल्दी शुरू करो यार मुझे खाना खाना है सबको खाना है obviously khana's not can be delayed but the matches cannot be but I feel everybody wants to just get this done oh they want to be joined now in Singapore lobby OMG what do we do So any questions you want to ask in chat please let us know about the oh they want to play this people maybe yeah Indian lobby when Mr. Croctic, I feel you're a Renekton player. Otherwise, your name is a little bit processing. Take it. Finally, restarting.
This shall
Oh,
be finished.
more time to skin from the Diana. Oh my god, look at that Diana champion. Oh my god, look at that skin. So hot, so cute. Oh my god. Finally, we are into the match again. Baba, your Discord. Okay, that's fine. Alright, nothing has changed. Let's remake the game. Okay, wait. Where to go? Let the stream go by. Well, this time Baba's game has crashed, so just give us a minute. Stark Jinx cuts here, mujhe. You listen? No, bro. Not giving you. Now the match hasn't restarted yet. It's 13 seconds. Just to inform you, Baba's match will be back soon. But yeah, they're not restarted. They seem to be okay. Lux is in mid lane for some reason, but other than that, it seems to be going well. They haven't pressed the remix button yet. It's 30 seconds into the game. I think they still. Oh no, it seems to be a remake. Oh no. No, not yet. Not yet, not yet. They seem to be playing. I think this match will go on. Nice one. Finally, let's begin, and we are into the match. Finally, okay. Yes, we are into the match. Yes. So your screen will be back very, very soon. But let me update on you what has happened. There's been a fight in the Baron lane with Renekton starting E and Q instead of taking a W. A little bit F there. But Diana has been able to push out the Katarina. And in the bot lane, the Lucian and the Thresh have gotten the lane advantage. Somehow. It shouldn't be happening, but yes, it does happen. Camille has farmed the Krugs, the chickens, and Red Buff and is coming for a gank, while the Jarvan has finished his red Krugs and is red and blue. And first blood going over to Lux. While they have gotten the scuttle trades, I think they stayed a little too much early here. And Thresh taking or giving away first blood to Galux. Glocks. Quack quack. But Israel Lux lane तो Israel Lux lane ही होगा. Poke बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. The Thresh has to somehow manage that. I just did not estimate the damage that is going to come out of early game Lux. Mid lane भी ऐसे की देते हैं. Baron lane में वैसे भी nothing much is going on. So yeah, Katarina good will be good. Katarina's pick will be good only if her team is able to tank all the incoming CC and the entire combo, and then she engages him, no? Because even if a little CC is, she gets, I think her flow is interrupted, her combo is interrupted. Okay, Diana going on Katarina in the mid lane, going on. Okay, whatever. But yeah. Level 5 for Renekton, level 5 also for Darius hitting very, very soon. Will there be a collapse on this Diana in the mid lane? Camille taking some farm and running away. Tax करती हुई. She has gone in, but Diana is in a bit of trouble. Thresh misses the hook, but the Camille lands. Jarvan is there to cover. First blood going over to the okay, let's go. The fight is still going on. Ezreal comes in, locked into the Jarvan. Wonderful positional placement there. 3 for 1 going over. Damn, this was a very, very well played, executed combo. I think Jarvan a little bit earlier would have benefited much more. But this was wonderfully played, dude. Ezreal gets 2 assists from the lane itself. Diana gets first blood on the Katarina. And 2 kills go over. Okay. Lucian ult has gone to, prevent Ezreal from getting some pick here. Jarvan has gone for the phase, and the execution is falling for some reason instead of going Convent or the Bramble Wage is usually seen. But yeah, Mounted Dragon is spawning in 10 seconds. Will they be able to trade objectives is yet to be seen. Borgir 3 kills, Void 1. Okay, they missed the hook again on the Diana. Diana is going in on the backline. Katarina ult has been popped already, so Diana is trying to escape. The Ezreal ult comes in and wipes out quarter of the HP of all the players. Diana is able to escape safely away. And now, Borgir have the river presence for taking this Mountain Dragon. बहुत अच्छा खेले river में fight लेके. Diana was able to escape 4 members and dive out of the fight. Renekton is coming in, will be able to tank and go in and running. Jarvan goes in, uses EQ on the Thresh, which is the wrong person. He flashes out to safety, but Ignite is sitting down. The ult comes in from the Jarvan. The Katarina is not yet able to get some kills. Darius gets a kill. Diana gets the backline. So Camille is still alive. Diana gets another kill. Darius is escaping with a flash. Diana is the last person ticking down slowly, but the exhaust is there for safety. and they get the dragon. Camille comes back a little too late, is burning down with the red buff. Yasriel is going to get a double kill here. Borgir dominate the fight by taking a very slow and steady fight on on different parts of the fight. Okay, like they split up the members of the enemy team and were able to give enough time for the Ezreal to push out his damage in that fight and come out on top. Very well played. They get the Mountain Dragon and they lead 7-4. It was 3-1, now it's 7-4. They're going in again before we can even describe what has happened. The redemption comes out and they are going to disengage. It was a 4-4 to be honest, but they played very well. Now they're camping in the Eclipse bush here. Renekton is trying to escape. The Thresh ult is already popped off. They are going to be disengaging. Here Lux ult comes in, takes down Quadra HP. And now Void is trying to cope with the losses by going for the Rift. The hook comes in on the Diana. Depressor is very low HP already. Darius is already dead here. Katarina has the reset button, is killed immediately with the Diana. The Lux root and shield saves the day for this Diana. Spring is able to escape out. Lucian is going to ult this Diana to get some kill away, but the feel from this Lux is so annoying. Going to be giving her escape from this fight. Camille is starting the Rift Herald, but Ezreal meanwhile has popped down 2 plates and is looking to get his third and walks away with a big solid gold lead. Lucian ult is already gone. So very well played from Borgir's side. It was 3-1, then it became 7-3. Now they get 3-4-2 in the next point, making the total up to 10-5. They are trying to go in again. Blue side is ready for the dragon. For the Rift Herald. The redemption comes in, but no one is already in. The Camille comes in, tries to steal, gets the steal. Jarvan ult, Diana ult goes in, Lux ult comes in. The Ezreal has not yet ulted. The fight has already ended. 2 kills goes to Jarvan, but Diana is still alive. Lux gets a double root into the fight. Katarina is dead. And another triple kill, quick triple kill goes in to the Jarvan. Jarvan बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है इस match. He's already gotten 5 kills. And this Katarina pick is definitely not working out as Diana is able to counter, and they're going to landing the abilities on the Katarina before she's able to delete them. Mid lane tower falling. This Lux and Jarvan are playing extremely well. Flash comes in from the Camille to get the hook shot on the Diana. Diana is able to escape after taking the honey fruit. And this match has gone very well in favor of Borgir. 14-6, 29,000 gold, 30,000 gold to 24, and 1 tower already fallen. This Lux is playing extremely well, man. 2-8 completed harmonic as well. This Jarvan 5-6 as well. This Diana obviously landing all her abilities in synergy with the Jarvan. So very well played from mid jungle duo of Borgir. Alright, 8 minutes ho gaye. We can see first items have been completed for all the members. You can see Cleaver completed for Renekton, Cleaver, and a little more completed for Jarvan. You can see Infinity Orb on the Katarina, which is not a very good option since he's already behind, but not much options for Katarina to build in this meta. Triforce completed on the Camille. Lucian has gone and completed his Solaris, and Darius still fighting for craps at the table with 3 different item shards. I think he's going for Cleaver. He's completed his Thornmail, the Bramble. So going for the Cleaver now. Ult comes in from the Renekton. Darius is escaping on very low HP. Depresso is not able to clutch this part of the 1v1, and now the Infernal Dragon is starting. They've gotten the tower in the Baron lane, which means that Jarvan's position is in Baron side. They don't have the rotation possible for this dragon. Are they going to give away this dragon for free, or will Jarvan reach on time? 2000 HP, 1000. Ezreal is leashing this dragon, man. 300 HP. Camille is able to get the Infernal Dragon out already. Very well played from Wizard. They're going to rotate and get the fight. Lucian gets the flash kill on the Lux and is able to escape under tower. This was very well played. Diana might be in a bit of an issue. Camille going in. Camille gets the kill, but the Jarvan is able to smite out the Katarina, who's already 5 deaths till now. So well played. They don't get the towers at 175 HP, but they're looking to get back and into this match by getting some counter kills themselves. 16-8. And Infernal Dragon has been locked down by Void. Very well played from both teams. I think obviously still Borgir is coming out on top in this match. If they, I think 5v5 fight hota hai, I think Borgir definitely wins because one of them is always split pushing or side laning. 5v5 fight mein Borgir is definitely still got the edge, but if they are fighting skirmish heavy and Camille and Katrina is able to get a reset off for the Katrina, then fights may obviously change. They have Darius also. They have 2 reset champs. So किसी एक को reset दे दो, then the team fight will change in their favor. Okay, Renekton might be in a bit of a pickle here, trying to greed for the crux, but is able to double dash away to safety. And the Lux, I'll protect you, gets him out to the pit. अभी ठीक है, अभी ज़्यादा कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. Rift Herald spawning in 8 seconds. Israel is trying to do poke. मेरा क्यों ले लो? You know, 10 रुपए की Pepsi. Israel क्यों sexy? What shit am I saying? I don't know. But yes, Charon is going in for the Rift Herald. And Borgir has started Rift Herald for the second time. Will this still happen with the redemption? No, it's not possible. The Rift Herald goes freely to Borgir. And since they've already gotten the mid lane tower and the Baron lane tower and don't know where the Rift Herald is going to be used at this point. No towers. The difference is 3 towers, right? 3 towers of worth of gold has been taken over by Borgir compared to Void. So if they get the 3 towers, I think they'll be back in the match. Till then, not going to happen. Exhaust locks in on the Renekton. Thresh gets a flay, but hooks the minion instead and uses the lantern. Use the lantern, buddy. My god, what a cringe moment this was. Lantern use karo. Thresh sacrifices her life. I desperately clicking lantern button to this Lucian, and Lucian was not able to reach. But yes, they get the kill on the Renekton. Then Jarvan uses ult on the Oh, that was so close. Jarvan used so much, but was not able to get the kill on the Renekton. My god, what a play. Katrina is able to escape on very, very low HP. Hook shot, second part misses from the Camille. But the Rift Herald is going to land, not going to take the second turret. But by this time, second turret on the bot side has been taken down by the Diana and the Israel. So, game going somewhat even only. I mean, at this point, it is all what you can do to... Okay. This is all what can do to stay afloat. Is the word I was looking for. But okay. Dragon spawning in 30 seconds. Going to be Cloud. Baron also spawning. So in this situation, it's not Rift versus Cloud debate. So they'll definitely go for the Cloud Dragon here. Item wise, Katrina has completed Death Cap. GA has been completed for Jarvan. Death Cap completed for Diana. And Infinity for Lucian. Yeah, Darius finally has completed his Rift Herald. But first tower has actually fallen down, and that is going to be the bottom lane tower. Now the Cloud Dragon is spawning. The red team is nowhere here to contest. This is going to be a free. What? Ballsy play coming out. They're actually going for the Baron play. I mean, we knew they were going to contest, but we didn't know they were going to do something so aggressive. Darius is still stuck at the Baron, but the Void is unclueless here. I mean, they've done so fast. It's such a speedy Baron has been taken. They're still unable to figure out when did this happen. Darius is still left there, but I think he's going to be able to escape, but they're not able to reach him as well. Camille comes in, lands on the Diana. He's going in. Jarvan goes in on the wrong person. The Katrina gets reached, but Ezreal has enough damage to pop me off. Look at the damage from the Ezreal. Double kill, quick double kill from the Ezreal. He just melted half HP of everybody, and triple kill going on for this Ezreal. I think the Baron play was very good, but they underestimated the power of this Ezreal to destroy their team. Stalker, OP, Jord, YT gameplay coming out from this Ezreal. My god, his one ult literally आधा HP निकाल दिया पूरे team को, and they are Baron empowered. Remember that. It doesn't do much for them, but you know, he was able to destroy the minions as well. So Baron completely wasted this push going for in the favor of Borgir. And this is why just lock in Ezreal or ban Ezreal in your last game, guys. It might not seem very much. It doesn't look like it's like Jin Season 0, but believe me, once Ezreal gets 2 items, he's going to be destroying your team. If he's on the enemy side, that is. 21-10, 7 towers down. Mid lane inhibitor down, and this is looking to be a very, very clean game for Borgir to dominate. Wait, these guys, if they had picked Sora, they would have got full Crystal Palace, Crystal Rose champions, dude. But whatever. Let us see what is going to be happening. They are very behind now. I don't think much option. 60,000 gold to 48.5. 10,000 के ऊपर गोल चला गया मतलब गेम खत्म usually. But will they be able to pick off and get some picks here? Let us see. Karina was able to get a reset there, but you know the Ezreal damage is so much that she just got instantly bursted even though she used her full combo on the Ezreal and Lux. The Baron has ended, which was there only on 2 people, and now I think the game is very, very much in favor of Borgir. Camille trying to go in on the Jarvan. Jarvan misses his EQ, but is able to roam away to safety. Chonky boy. There is trying to catch the Renekton. Portable away to safety, but is stunned by Depresso. You're in trouble, buddy. Darius, Hand of Noxus is going to die. 5 stacks, but what? They don't even take out half HP. In the meanwhile, fight has gone on. The red team is trying to do some damage. Jarvan goes. Takes out half HP again. Luxel comes in to clean up the Katarina. Okay, but it gets the Lucian instead. Now Wizard is there with his GA. He's going to get a little bit of damage. He's the most fed person on their team. Katarina and Thresh are also here. But the amount of poke they're taking from the Israel Qs and the Lux, the third skill, is just too much. They're not going to be able to get anything done. And somehow they managed to defend the top inhibitor, but that's all they achieved. Jaldi khatam karo bhai. You are in for the victory already. I think they're going to be doing it very, very soon. The Baron and the Elder is going to be deciding who's, the finishing of the match. You can see that we saw today's match that they got the Elder Ocean and, were able to win even after a big loss. But will they actually do it again? Will this survive? This was the same Ocean Elder that they got in the last match as well. I don't remember who the teams were, but if that works out, they're going to definitely get some edge back. It's 3 dragons. The 2 dragons each will be very good. I think they get Infernal and the Ocean Soul will be very good. Oh, look at that. Look at one Ezreal poke. How much damage pulls out. Nice damage. Borgir bhai ye log shuru kar diye. Ocean Dragon. Wizard is looking to get in. There's GA on both the junglers. There's GA on the Ezreal. Yeah, 7,000 HP, 6,000, 5,750. Look at the amount of poke that they are zoning they are doing. 3,900. Camille goes in at the middle, 2 ahead. 3,000 HP is not something you should go. 1,000 no, the shield does not happen. Kadina is trying to get a reset, but is already popped in. Triple kill for Ezreal. The Lucian is trying to get back a kill, but the Renekton flash kill and ace going to happen. Only the Camille is left. Very, very low HP trying to survive. This Lux is going to clean up, but the Dragon, the fight, the game is already over. Oh, Wizard push nahi kar sakte. They've gotten the Elder Potion. This game is officially over with the last wave being pushed. Stalker, Ezreal, OP, Borgir wins against Void. Game 3 has ended. Very, very well played, very well drafted. They got first pick Ezreal. They were going, Ezreal always very strong with the Lux. And yep, this was amazing. You can see the builds. Baba will show the builds as well. So you can see 6,116 from the Jarvan. I think MVP still goes to Ezreal. 22,000 damage popped off. The 20,000 damage from the Renekton. Borgir Lucifer has played against this Darius. Darius not doing very well. He didn't go for Deadman's place at all. This Katarina pick, like I told you in the starting, it's not going to work out if your team is not going to take the CC. And that proved to be fatal for them. Well played, well drafted, good Ezreal and Lux pick. Although I hate the skins that they'll be getting, but that is something else. Well played. We will be back with the last match of the day, which is going to be Skirmishers versus DYN Rasgulla, and you will be seeing the daddy of Indian Wildlife, Bishi, coming in with his old TGT team with some new players versus DYN, which is currently one of the strongest teams in the Indian circuit. We'll be back. game of the day. It is the Resurgence series, and those who have waited, thank you for sticking with us, with me, Baba. And now we are joined for the last game with an amazing co-caster, gaming with Nix. So last time it was eating with Nix. I don't know what he's doing today. But yeah, hi, welcome.
Hello, thank you so much, Stark, for that amazing introduction. So probably I would be sleeping with Nix because it's that late in the evening. But yeah, of course, we are here. Yes, we're keeping you guys entertained with the Resurgence series. It's day three, by the way, if you have not noticed. It's the upper bracket. Probably the last round for the upper bracket, and it's the last time you'll be seeing some really amazing teams go at it. So, Stark, what are your predictions for the last match for today?
मेरा तो थोड़ा custard bias है because I have played with all these players. So,
Right.
Bishi lost, Ishan, Prophet, all these are my teammates.
Of
When
course.
I was a teenager. So I have a little bit of bias, but I know the enemy is not very bad. I mean, comparatively to the other teams which are playing, they are very strong. Divine obviously has won a lot of Rift Wars when we were all out of the circuit. I mean, we were not playing, but yeah, it's going to be a good match. People who have been sticking around with the game and people who have come back after a long time. Prophet Farming Simulator, the OG god of ADC, has now come back. Let us see whether he's able to perform as well. He was definitely able to dominate in the last match which he played with his team. Whether they're going to be continuing the same winning streak today is yet to be seen.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. So the last two matches, in fact, last evening were both one-sided games, and these two teams came out on top. So it'll be really interesting to see which team actually puts out a very dominating performance tonight as well. So if you're talking about the bans, you can see that Jace, Akali, and Wukong have been banned on the blue side, and on the red side we are seeing Fiora, Yasuo, and Lee Sin getting banned. So I think Lee Sin is a very, very popular pick when it comes to banning in jungle. What do you think about that?
I mean, Lost Lee Sin is the OG, very strong Lee Sin that used to play before Crowley came over. So they have respect banned all the champions, obviously, against Ishan. If you don't ban Yasuo, you're hinting, trolling, giving up your life. But yeah, Fiora has been banned against Bishi, Lee Sin for Lost, and Yasuo for Ishan. So comfort picks have been banned, but they left open, which is Indian staple for winning the match. So
I'm really hoping to see Bishi on Darius. Probably will be picking Darius. If not, then you never know. Bismuth might go in for Darius for his pick as well. But it will be interesting to see which Baron laner gets to pick Darius in this match.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is a lost pick Camille because Vichy doesn't play Camille. They have left both Ezreal and Galio in the team left, but yeah, they've gotten Ziggs for it, which is another cancer pick that is usually banned in the first three picks. So we see Camille Jungle, which is lost, one of favorite picks. Oh, they left Set open as well. Okay, Set has been locked in as a jungle for the side of DYN.
Probably Set could be going top lane as well, and Pantheon jungle or Pantheon support as well. You never know. You cannot expect anything from these teams. I think they have come prepared. They might be trying out something new as well. You never know.
Yeah, definitely. But I always have mentioned this. I don't like Camille with Galio because you're effectively kicking out everybody and preventing Galio's AoE to land. Because Camille ult onto Galio ult is going to lock out one person. Yes, it is definitely good when you're locking in someone like the Ziggs, but spending two ults to kill one person when the enemy team has so much damage is not very advisable in my opinion. But yeah, they're banning in the Darius, preventing Bishi from playing his standard picks in Baron lane. But his champ pool has improved now, guys. He can play a lot of new champions. I think he even played Garen once, and that was his lowest, which he has fallen to. But yeah, he still has some champs up his sleeve.
Of course. We'll be seeing Bishi go at it probably with Camille this time. Oh no, I think Bishi doesn't play Camille. Lost might be playing Camille.
No. Yeah, it's Camille Jungle.
Yeah, Camille Jungle. So it will be really interesting to see what Bishi plays. Probably might go in for a J4 pick in the top lane. J4 into Galio is also another good combination.
Yeah. Okay, they're getting a lot of tanky picks. I think he might be. He doesn't play Irelia. If he would play Irelia, this would be the perfect pick. But maybe Gragas or something he might be going for. Usually, he might pick. Maybe he has Jax open, but will he play that champion? Is yet to be seen. He might be actually
Okay.
playing Galio top, dude. Or Galio support. Let's see.
Galio top will be really interesting, actually. I have seen some Galio top players, but in a high stake game, I would definitely, it'll be a very risky bet.
Yeah, true. It actually might be Galio top, dude. My god, is he actually okay? No, Olaf. It's the Olaf top. Never mind. It's the Olaf top, Galio support, Ezreal ADC, Veigar mid, and Camille jungle. And for the other side, it's going to be Alistar and Ziggs as the bottom lane. Camille set as a jungle. Maybe let's see what's going to be picked here. Pantheon Baron and maybe an ADC or a jungle going to be picked here. But how do you feel on the completed draft of TGT? I mean, Skirmishers.
I think Skirmishers have got their draft on point. Probably could have got a better jungle pick. As in, I would have preferred to see J4 over Camille. But I think they've gone in with a game plan. Let's see if it actually works out in game or not. On the side of DYN, I do feel they have a lot of potential as a team because they have Ziggs, they have J4, they have Pantheon. So they have got the early and the late game covered in their comp. So it's going to be really interesting to see which team actually puts their game in plan.
You know what? Not having an ADC versus a very strong poke heavy Ezreal, you feel they can afford to give up this ADC pick and go for all melee because you see, Veigar against 4 melee is fun for Veigar. He has free infinite stacking because everyone's going to be jumping in his range of cage, right?
Right. That's true. That's true. But again, you have to have those skills with Vega to get the cage on point. If you miss the cage even by a millimeter, I would say, then it's no point. You'll be punished for that because Vega, apart from his cage, has no escape ability. So Vega's cage is going to be the key over here to keep him alive.
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, it's going to be 4 JoJo style characters coming yoro to kill him. The Jarvan, Alistar, Pantheon set all will run towards this small boy and kill him off. Bichara fellow. Yeah, but they have some
Right.
disengage from the Camille, they can throw away the rest of the members. Maybe that is the only disengage they have. Camille, I mean, the taunt is also there from Galio, but that is more of an engaged pick here. Yash Crusher usually being very on point with the flash taunts. But let's see, match has started. They're in for a treat.
All right, we might be seeing trade over here. Not a trade actually. A jungle skirmish over here. But I'm not sure if the Pantheon will be moving in because Pantheon being an early game champion, they need to put in the pressure during the early games. If they don't do that, Pantheon might fall.
Yeah. Pantheon and Jarvan very strong early game. So whether they're able to go and use the Pantheon to its full extent and push out or bully the Veigar in lane is to be seen because that's the only win condition for them here in the mid lane, right? Because if they're leaving Veigar to scale easily and Pantheon plays passive, it's not going to help them much. Obviously, in the Baron lane, who do you think wins Olaf versus Set?
Again, this totally depends on the skill, but I would give a lot of points to Bishi if he can make that ultimate happen at the correct time. Because if you do your ultimate and do your combos when Seth is using his abilities, then it won't matter because Seth will take you down once he starts using his abilities and his ultimate. So it's all about the timing of your ultimates that will save either of these champions.
Yes, so basically till level 5, Set is pretty good, but once Olaf gets his ultimate, Set's third and ultimate ability is voided by the Unstoppable Force, which is the Ragnarok. Mid lane, first case landing from this Veigar, just getting some poke off.
Good combos by Veigar. He's actually collecting his stacks properly. With every stun that he gets with the cage, a stack is counted. So we might be seeing a first fight at the... No, we haven't. Both the teams are actually respecting each other for that Rift Scuttle fight, and the blue team actually manages to get the Rift Scuttler. It'll be really interesting to see which team manages to get the top Scuttler as well. Might be the red team because they have a lot of champions present over there, but I don't think that will make a lot of difference.
Yeah, the Yare 4 members came to take the Scuttle here. They seem to be engaging on the Veigar stunned by the... Okay.
A very, very nice cage placement, I would say. Being a fellow Veigar player myself, I can see he actually managed to keep 3 champions, 3 heavy champions at bay with that cage.
Yeah. Small boy warding off the chonky boys.
Because that's what you see in these matches. And that too, Ishan plays. You cannot count him out. Whichever champion he plays, he's actually good at it. I've rarely seen Ishan fall off in the mid lane, and it'll be really interesting to see how he copes up with the pressure that Pantheon might be putting in the early game.
Yep. You can see in the Baron lane that the trades are still going on. Glost is coming in for a lane gank. Level 5 has happened, obviously, that counters the set's ultimate. Camille going in. Ignite ticks down. And the set is killed. Olaf gets the first blood. Jarvan comes in, not fight yet. And the Camille is able to push him away. And the presence of Camille has prevented Jarvan from diving with Olaf. Olaf has... Okay.
That's actually a very good engage by Camille. She made sure that there were no wards in the bush, and then she made a move. Just when Seth extended by a millisecond, then in the mid lane as well, we are seeing a fight right now. Galio almost missed his combo, but if he had hit it, then I think Pantheon would have been in trouble. Probably would have had to burn his flash in order to escape. But yeah, as of now, he has all his supplies remaining.
Yep. 17 seconds for the dragon, and the rift spawning is going to be infernal. So I think it's going to be contested. But which team do you think has the advantage in the early game? I mean, yes, it has died once, but this leaves him open with all his abilities.
I definitely feel that the red team would have an advantage in this dragon fight, but I think they are preferring to go in for the Rift Harriet instead of the Infernal Drake, which is quite interesting to see, because if they get the Infernal Drake and that too with the Ziggs in their team, they are obviously on their way to victory. But I think they are doing a smart move over here, because this Rift Herald is going uncontested, and now they will be moving towards the Infernal Drake.
The Pantheon has the ult, so he can engage from far. The Olaf has started the Rift Herald already. He's just trying to poke from afar, but the cage is there to push them away. 600 HP. The dragon is already gone. They have secured the Infernal Dragon, and Jarvan might be a little bit in the wrong spot. Pantheon is ulting in. Alistar goes in. The damage might be there to clean up the Jaya. Okay, the Galio has been from the okay. The set is doing a lot of damage here. Double kill comes in. Seem to be turning the fight here. DYN turn around, get 4 kills for 2. Here we can see in the bottom lane the two mages, the two Yordles are fighting with each other and both flash away to safety. But this means with the Rift Herald that they are going to be getting the mid lane tower after losing the Infernal Dragon.
Wow, that was some fight, I would say. They did not even need the Rift turret for taking down the mid turret. And I think Veigar has also gone down. So this team fight has definitely gone in favor of the red team. They did lose out on the Drake, but I think by getting 3 or 4 kills in that team fight, they definitely swung the momentum in their favor.
Yeah, they got 5 kills for 1, and that is definitely something that can work. Now, Olaf versus Set, obviously we know who's winning here. Set has used his W and is able to escape off, and the Olaf ult has cooled down. But talking about what has happened till now, you can see that first items have been completed for all the champs, right? So now that the early game has actually gotten over with the fall of the first turret, do you think Veigar will be much more useful now?
Yes, of course. Even during the dragon fight, the zoning was on point with the Veigar cage. And we are seeing a fight right now, and Seth might be able to take down Olaf. I'm not too sure. No, actually it's the other way around. Bishi manages to take down Bismuth with his proper combos. And Ziggs also uses his ult in order to get Olaf, but I don't think that landed on point.
Yeah, a little more, little overextension coming in from the set. Now they're fighting in the mid lane, getting a double stun on the Ziggs and the Jarvan, but the set's trying to be a little too cocky here. I know the champion is a little bit busted, but going against 3 members is, something you shouldn't be doing at this point of the game.
True. But I do see Veigar scaling in the late game. So, as you were asking me, Veigar will definitely be much more viable in the next fights to come. And probably I think he has about 60 to 70 stacks, keeping 40. In mind that the fights. Sorry?
He has 40 stacks. You can see it in the menu bar, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So,
sorry. Yeah, he's almost closing in on 50 stacks, and that too at a 7-minute mark is not bad. And in fact, we can see that the Rift turret has been dropped on the top lane, so the top turret also might be going down.
Yep, definitely. Olaf is trying to maybe get something back in return. He gets the wave, but he The tower has already gone down. 2 towers have been taken fast, and it gives them 1,000 gold lead for the side of DYN.
All right, so that's a lot of poke coming in from Ezreal as well. Probably, I think he would be requiring his support to come back, but I think Braum is going in right now along with. Oh, that's a very good ultimate from Ziggs. I think he managed to get one player down or not. I'm not too sure.
Set flashes in. Ishan is able to escape out from to safety. So it's a 1-for-1 trade here. Very well done. From the ult landing, Set used his ult second skill perfectly to block a lot of damage. But Olaf might be in a little bit of a spot here. Bishi flashed and queued away. That was a very good flash queue from Jarvan. And now the second Rift Herald has just spawned. The second dragon is going to be Mountain. So 2 quick, very important dragons have spawned. So let's see whether they're going to be doing the same thing in this fight.
True, but keeping in mind that the ultimates might be down, it'll be really interesting to see which team goes in for the dragon right now. I think the blue team is moving towards the dragon. They will be skipping out the Rift Herald again, but I'm not too sure if that was a very wise move.
4,000 HP, 3,600. They are barreling down. Pantheon ult is coming in. 1,700, 1,600. Stun all the. Okay, the Lost has already gotten the dragon. The fight has happened exactly like it happened the last time, but this time the Jarvan is already dead. Set is chasing down Yash Crusher. He flashes, but the W hits him from afar. Range W has been hit, and again the fight has happened exactly like it happened last time. Although this time they got the Jarvan in return. The Rift Herald has been secured this time. Okay. Olaf versus Set still seems like Bishi has the upper edge here.
Alright, so it's going wild right now. I think they might be forcing out the bottom turret as well. Keeping in mind that they have the Rift Herald with them, they probably might be pushing in the wave, and 3 champions along with Ziggs moving as well towards the bottom lane. I think the bottom turret might be going down. If they actually take a fight, which I don't think they are planning to do right now. All of them are recalling at this point, and I think, yeah, that's that for this one.
Yeah, all 5 members of Skirmishers are looking to get this bottom turret. Alistair obviously will not be able to defend this. Set is coming to help him out. But the main point that is holding Skirmishers away from a sure victory is that they have not gotten the first mid lane tower. It's still on almost full HP. Ishan is not even able to do something here. But the fight is going on. Galio is already very low HP, ulting away to safety. Olaf and Camille are doing a lot of damage here, but they get the Olaf. W from the Set is able to kill him very easily. Set gets a double kill. Ezreal escaping on very low HP. He might get the Pantheon before he dies, but that does not work out. So 4 kills goes over again to the side of Divine. 3 kills actually. Ishan is able to escape.
It would have been actually 4 if you saw the fight on the top lane. It went wild. So he almost. In fact, he's not giving up right now. He is going in for the kill, but might not be able to confirm it. He almost manages to get the kill over there. But irrespective of that, the tier 2 turret on the top side is barely down to 200 HP, and I'm not too sure if they'll be able to hold on to it.
Vega was playing ring around the rosy with the tower. Olaf, Bishi, what are you doing? He's going in very, very aggressively here. Obviously, true damage coming in, so he will be able to do a lot of work here. Gets the kill on the Alistar. Camille jumps in, gets the ult on the Ziggs. The Set ult comes and throws him on the Ziggs itself. Set doesn't have enough time to use his W. He uses it, but he's so low. 3 quick kills coming in from the over aggression from Bishi, and they are able to get Alistar, Set, and Ziggs from this team fight. They are extending now to get the mid lane tower, and finally that has opened up as well, which proves that now they are in a very good position to take over this game. Fight might be going on here. They are diving on the this is the Jarvan, and the Vega ult comes in, doesn't clean him up, but the kill eventually falls. So 4 kills for nothing.
Probably, I think this is something that we should be expecting from the Skirmishers, because keeping in mind that how experienced this team is, you should respect them when it comes to the macro gameplay, and that is exactly what they are showing. They were behind, but now they're actually 2k ahead in terms of gold, and this is exactly what they will be doing throughout the game. They will be putting on the pressure, and of course they have late game scaling champions. They have Ezreal, they have Vega, they have Galio for that matter. Of course, they will be putting a lot of pressure as the game goes on, and that is exactly what we are seeing right now.
Yeah, they have been doing so well. At this point, it's 10 kills to 11. Obviously, Divine has the upper lead on the kills, but they are ahead on the gold, and they have 2 dragons as well, 3 towers apiece. And now, with the Ocean Dragon spawning in, do you think Veigar is strong enough to do what he is required to do? Because Veigar has definitely scaled. He has 97 stacks, closing in on 100.
Of course. Veigar will make a lot of difference in the team fight right now, and we'll be seeing one pop up over here. I think this is ham. I mean, Veigar is going ham at them. Proper engages by Galio as well, and I think now they will be going in for a full-fledged fight.
Yep, Set goes in on the Ezreal in the backline. Already Zaban has died. The kill comes on the Ezreal, but Ishan is still alive. Olaf is going to win this result. He has the taunt landed from the Galio on 2-man. Double kill for Bishi. He's chasing down the Pantheon. Pantheon will be able to escape. Will he escape though? Triple kill for Olaf. And the fight has turned very well in favor of Skirmishers. The cage lands again. The W. Oh my god, look at the damage from Ishan. But steps on the pawn. And that is very well escaped from the 6, but I think the Ocean Dragon is already gone. 14 for 14. Third dragon to Skirmishers.
I think with 3 dragons in their pocket and obviously the Elder Dragon being the cloud, I'm not too sure. What are your thoughts on this? Even if Divine managed to get the Cloud Drake and that to a Cloud Elder Drake, would that make a difference in the team fight? Because I can clearly see that Skirmishers will be going ahead. Whenever the team fight breaks out, they will be winning most of the team fights if they target the correct champions.
Yep, the speed is useless right now, right? The only person that needs to be caught up is Ezreal. And if they're jumping on the Ezreal, obviously Bishi is going to run you over with the rest of his players. So, okay, the fight might be going on. Already Set has taken a lot of damage. Going in, things are in. Olaf is trying to run away. Prophet is there to do the domination here. Domination from Olaf as well. He escapes from very lucky. Ignite taking down. But they get a kill in return. Pantheon gets the kill. He's still alive. The ult is there. Well, he got triple kill for his Pantheon. Pantheon is very strong now. He's gotten 3 kills in the late stage of the game. I don't know why is this happening. He's scaling kind of champion, but he seems to be doing a lot in this fight. 3 kills has gone. 4 members of Skirmishers are dead. And they are ready to get the bottom lane inhibitor.
They probably might be trying to end the game as well, because keeping in mind that they have 3 dragons, the other team has 3 dragons, it will be really tough for them to come back if they don't finish the game right now. But I don't think Vankisher will be expecting, letting them do that. He takes down one, probably a bit too much for him to handle, but I guess that he managed to save the game for his team, which is more important right now.
Olaf chasing down, he has damage. Ziggs teleported for what use? He's dead already. Olaf Ash comes in from the set. Camille is chasing him down. The gold ticks. He's going to take a lot of damage. The damage has occurred, and 3 of them are dead now. So I think this is a free Baron for Commission. They might look really better, but they're able to chase down the overextension.
I would definitely say that it was a greedy move to finish the game right over there. I do understand why they did that, but yeah, now I think it's just a matter of time.
The Jarvan comes in, but immediately gets caged to death. The Pantheon escapes on very low HP, but the Baron has already gone. The kill does not happen. Pantheon escapes, but Dragon was taken over by Ishan, which means more stacks for him at this point.
Exactly. So I think he's just hungry for stacks, and he exactly got that. Probably they might force at least one inhibitor, keeping in mind that the waves are pushing towards the enemies. So it won't be really tough for them to get at least one inhibitor down. But we have to keep in mind that Divine also got the the top inhibitor down. So it will be quite interesting to see how they will be planning out their upcoming fights.
Yeah, I think there's still a chance of backdoor if the wave push isn't completely. When the Elder Dragon spawns, that might be an option for them, but otherwise the kills are still 20-20. But the problem is they've gotten 3 dragons, right? So with the 3 dragons, they will be able to take down very easily. Now its towers have obviously gone to the lead of Divine, and the gold is also a little bit, just a very small difference. Doesn't make much of a difference, but now the fight is going to be happening. Jarvan taking a lot of poke. Set. Okay. This is coming up.
we need to actually see Ziggs using his ultimate to perfection, because as of now he's been missing out on his ultimate. I mean, he has been hitting a couple of champions, but we do expect Ziggs to hit his ultimates perfectly, like at least getting 3 to 4 champions in his ultimate when they are low. That is what you need from Ziggs, but he has been missing out on that.
Yep. So we have the Cloud Soul coming up, and the members are coming from the side of Divine. Alistair goes in, gets a nice 3-man knockup. Jaguar comes in with his ult. The Pantheon ult comes in, Ziggs ult comes in, but no damage has been taken by any of these members here. Bishi is running out, he gets ignited, he's going to be taking a lot of damage. The ult comes in from Lancashire, he's doing a lot of damage. The Javan is dead, the jungle is gone, which means that they have a free dragon now. The the fight has actually gone very, very badly for DY. 3 members are already dead, and the Galio and the Ezreal are determined to chase them down, which means that it is matter of time before the Cloud is secured. 4 dragon skirmishers with a Veigar and an Ezreal.
Wow, that was some gameplay. Probably you could say it was a jungle dev. I don't want to use that word, but keeping in mind that the enemy jungler, I mean not the enemy jungler, the red side jungler lost 4 dragons. Oh my god, that was some chase by the blue team. They did manage to get an ace over there, but I think. Sorry?
Well, so Camille has GA popped down now, 1000 HP. And the game is over. T Skirmishers has won after getting 4 dragons and Baron and Ocean. I mean the Soul.
Right, that was a very, very dominant gameplay by, I think so. Lost carried our team Skirmishers to victory with, I mean, grabbing 4 dragons out of 4 and almost getting all the objectives means a lot. And over here, he in fact dealt a lot of damage. We were expecting Ishan to deal a lot of damage, but Bishi and Lost were probably the ones who were in the lead when it comes to the damage charts.
Yep, definitely. This match was taken over by Bishi, and the jungler, the amount of CC they were able to negate with this Olaf was just unimaginable. 12-6-6 and completed build except from the Bramble. Very well played, I think, from Baron and the jungle. They got that early game kills there in the battle, and I think that proved to be very good for their gold leads.
Right. But I think it's not all lost for team DYN, because they will be fighting in the lower bracket now, if I'm not mistaken. And I think their match will be held on 11th of February. So please stay tuned for that as well if you are a DYN supporter, which I'm sure you must be. But yeah, that was GG's and well played by team Skirmishers. They will be moving forward to the next round, and that means they will be in the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, definitely. Alright then, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share, and thank you for my co-caster for bearing with me through this match. Very well played from DYN, but obviously Skirmishers have proved to be a little bit better than them. Thank you
True.
for the background for Baba as well.
Thank you everyone for watching and tuning in.
Oh, the Gragas cast gonna connect as well. The fact it's gonna be used in order to defend his teammates, and you know that is not a good time when a Corki does that. RPG San.
It is GG! TGT are trying to come back the